Okay. Welcome, everybody, to Amateur Hour Sports. Back at it for another stream as the Raptors today are taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. And, this is going to be an interesting game here. The Raptors coming off of that loss, of course, in the previous game where they did not look at their best against the Indiana Pacers, but still almost managed to get over the line there. As it was, Indiana wins by 8. Raptors, big opportunity tonight to try and get something back, get just kind of on the right foot here. And there is a really good opportunity to win here today against the Bucks. I'm dealing with some technical issues that I'm currently trying to solve here. Why is my Stream Deck not working? It was working today. I haven't unplugged it. Let me plug it in. Plug it back in. But yeah, let's see how we fare today. It's still not working. That's working. Why this button's not working? All right, might have to fare on without it today. That is okay. Hope y'all are doing well. Like I said, important game for the Raptors today, just to see if they can get anything going from this season. It's been a pretty rough stretch of a month or so, but perhaps the Raptors can just find a way to get over the line here. They are favored, so you don't even really need to find a way here. You're playing against the Bucks. The Bucks are going to be without some key guys here. Chris Middleton remains out. George Hill is out. Drew Holiday's out. Joe Ingles is out. Raptors are at home, where they're quite good. The Bucks are away, where they're quite not good. Quite average, in fact, but a little bit below average for the Bucks. Bucks are 0-9 to start the season. Since then, they have not been that. They've been to 500 teams and starting 0-9, a little bit over 500. But listen, the Raptors, if they're serious, they're going to win this game. There's been a lot of chances this season to take advantage of some, I call it low-hanging fruit. Well, this is another example of that. I got to turn on my fan. It's hot in here. And I'm pissed because my Stream Deck's not working for some reason for switches. Anyways, is what's that true? You're talking to me. I never lie. So let's say what's up to the people in the chat. 905 Yada is joining us as always. Amateur Army veteran superstar. Let's say all the gifted members in the last couple of weeks. Welcome back to 905 Yada. Russell Westbrook is here. Both my moderators, Adam Roman joining us. Jacob Ming here. Jay Conda, Matthew Gauthier, Abraham Vasquez, Captain Saver Bro. Welcome back. Abraham Vasquez is here. Brian Mugg is here. Law is here. Tyler Gailey. Kim says, Amateur Hour Army veteran. Brandon Dickinson. Thank you guys for joining. If you are an Amateur Hour Army vet, you have access to some brand new emotes. I realized there were quite a few emote slots open. Thank you to 905 Yada for those gifted memberships and opening up those slots. The more members there are, the more emote slots there are, which is why I was able to add in a bunch more. So, like Yalev joining us now, if you are a vet in the chat, you will have access to all the fresh emotes over there. Quentin Munnins, all the way from Belgium, what is going on? Thank you all for joining. So, obviously, season's been a disaster here, but the players that are out there want to make it right, want to fix things. It starts with the on-court product. We'll see if they can go out and execute with that on-court product today, because well, has not been great. Apparently, a report has come out suggesting that Nick Nurse had individual meetings with players and staff from the team, and apparently it got intense. And apparently it wasn't very well received by everybody. That was reported by Josh Lewinberg. It was a report, but I don't know. That would be very interesting, wouldn't it? Roman has resubscribed on Twitch. Senator Roman, Amateur Hour Army veteran on the Twitch channel. And he's been one for 21 months now. Been helping me moderate the channel and has been supporting since day one. Thank you so much, Roman, for doing all that you do to support and help out. Gary Trent, I mean, the Raptors are so bad at shooting. It'd be really weird to trade away, your good, one of your only really good three-point shooters, or perhaps your only good three-point shooter. So, in my opinion, you should not trade him. And he's also very young. Like, people forget how young he is. He's younger than Malachi Flynn, which I always say because it's still a surprising stat to this day. So I'd like to keep on to Gary Trent. I am starting to get to I think I'm at the point where I'm prepared to move on from Fred VanVleet. And I really don't want to pay him at the deadline. I think you got to move him. I don't want to pay him at the end of the year. I think we're at the point where you got to trade Fred VanVleet by the deadline. As sad as that is, just the Raptors are better when he's not the primary ball handler. And he is paid too much to be a spot-up shooter. He's also not shooting the ball well, but he's paid too much to be the spot-up shooter. That would be the best role for him. You got to do what you got to do. I've been hoping things would turn around, and I've been hoping things would get to the next level, and he'd start hitting shots. It just hasn't happened. You got to pay him at the end of the year. It's just too much to pay him. Based on what you've seen from him, there's been a bit of a decline over the last calendar year. Yeah, you got to see what you can get for him by the deadline. The problem is you're probably not going to be able to get much, which is why it's such an impossible situation, as I alluded to in yesterday's YouTube video, this channel, which, by the way, has done extremely well view-wise. That might be my best video of the regular season thus far. I was expecting that one to do not very well. I actually have notes in my phone, like video ideas. So I'll just kind of show you what it looks like. So here, let me pull it up. So whenever I get a video idea or somebody suggests a video idea, I almost always write it down. So I have just notes. They're all video titles. So I actually create a title for them and just go through them. There's actually a bunch of things in here that I need to get rid of because I've already done them. And sorry, one more thing. Anyways, what the point is, out of all these videos, at the very bottom, I have one note to myself. You can't see it, but it's this one right here. Right at the bottom on its own, it says, don't make Fred VanVleet videos. Because Fred VanVleet videos have always not performed well when I posted them on YouTube. So sometimes I bypass that and just, it's such prominent information. It's such a focus of a topic that I want to cover it. I don't really care about its performance. So anyways, when I made this video, I wasn't expecting to do very well. And I just went about my day, and I checked at the near the end of the day, and it was doing fantastically. So that's why that I was pleasantly surprised. Why did the vids not? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Thank you to our new subscriber, Jacob Isaac. Wow, what a name. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Thanks so much for doing that. You just subscribe yourself to a watch party for every single Raptors game and videos that break down and analyze the team on top of that. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about them not performing well. It's just a consistent trend. I've had some videos, Fred VanVleet specific, that just perform so poorly. It's poor enough that I have to make a note that says, don't make Fred VanVleet videos. But obviously some you got to do. Some, again, the main point of this channel is for me to have fun with it. So if I want to talk about it, I will talk about it. Somebody's saying Siakam is a real trade asset. It just depends what you're committing. If you're committing to a future on Scotty Barnes, you got to get I saw what Donovan Mitchell went for. You got to get that. I saw what Rudy Gobert went for. You got to look for it. You're not going to get that because that was crazy, but you got to get 3 picks. You got to get the swaps. You got to get a couple of decent players. That's the fact of the matter. He's a superstar this season. He's playing like a superstar. I'll call him a superstar because, to be honest, he is. We are wasting away the talent that he has at the moment. In my opinion, if you're tanking or rebuilding, you're looking for a player close to as good as what he is right now because he's just very casually dropping 26, 25 points per game, which is so hard to come by. But you could commit to a Scotty. That's true. You could commit to a trade if you're getting a shitload, according to reports, for Pascal Siakam. Somebody mentioned a cryptic tweet from Fred VanVleet. I don't know. I saw this, I guess, where he rolling the dice on himself. I mean, he's seen the criticism because Raptors fans are awful. If I did one scroll down, you'd probably see some heinous comments about him. That's untrue. There's actually a lot of support in this one. And then there's Photoshop jerseys. There's Orlando Photoshops. The Minnesota Timberwolves Photoshop. It's a lot of Timberwolves. Man, Timberwolves fans out here vouching for Fred VanVleet. This isn't. This is a really funny meme. I can't show it to you guys. A lot of Timberwolves fans really want Fred VanVleet. They just traded their entire franchise for Rudy Gobert. They ain't got nothing. So I'll pass on Minnesota Timberwolves trades. You guys don't have shit to trade us. Wait, I think I had that open the whole time. Oh well. I hate that people hate on Fred on a personal. Yes, that's the thing. Like, some people are complaining or just saying they got blocked by Fred VanVleet after like saying some foul personal attacks against him. Like, I can't believe Fred VanVleet blocked me because I told him he's the reason the Raptors are so bad, and I hope he gets shipped off to Orlando for nothing. Fred VanVleet, reply to Fred VanVleet saying he's costing us our season and Scotty Barnes' second season, and he blocked me. Like, what do you mean? Of course he did. Russell listen, yeah, D'Angelo Russell would be the piece coming back our way, which, keep me the fuck away from that contract, first of all. Second of all, they used all their picks. They can't trade. They used them all. They traded 5 first-round picks to get Rudy Gobert. That's it, bro. Fred didn't block me because, no, I wouldn't. I never attack a player personally. That's insanity. I partially miss Lowry, too. But just ask Miami Heat fans what they think of that $30 million contract. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I had a point on this. I forget. Oh, yeah. What's slightly annoying is that, when Gary Trent was playing poorly, wasn't shooting the ball well, wasn't playing defense, he got benched. Right? He got benched entire fourth quarters. He eventually got taken out of the starting lineup. But Fred, regardless, gets 36 plus minutes, 40 plus minutes. There's no punishment for Fred VanVleet's poor play, but other guys, no problem. You'll sit the entire fourth quarter and whatnot, which is, I don't like that, Fred has definitely seen the criticism, though. He's going to try to rise above that, but we'll see. I'm at the point where, again, I'm you got to try to trade him by the deadline. It's not just get whatever you can. It's not just get rid of him any way you can. I wouldn't say that, but you got to try and get something of value because I really don't think you can give him a contract in the offseason. And beyond that, if you don't give him a contract, then you lose an asset like that for free. The reason we're in this position right now is because we lost a bunch of assets for free. We got to stop doing that. In some situations, we didn't really have a choice, like the Kawhi Leonard one. Look, at the end of the day, we won a championship, and he said, either trade your entire franchise. He said, trade your entire franchise for Paul George, or I'm leaving. And then besides, oh, okay, bye. There wasn't really, we got handcuffed. We couldn't do anything about that. Sure, Fred can be a leader, this is a bad comparison, but Udonis Haslem's a leader. Doesn't mean he plays. I don't think he's really leading the team on the court from what I've seen. Offense or defense. Locker room stuff, like, sure, but I would say, like, to be a professional, if you get dropped to the bench because you're playing poorly, you got to take that on the chin and not let that affect you. You can still be the exact same person to these players. I get the point, but I don't think there's anything out there on the floor that he's doing that I like you'd be missing out on. Yeah, I'm very glad we didn't do that Paul George trade. I mean, it's working out so well for the Clippers, isn't it? And just the shot selection, man, oh man. It's like, yeah, I really hit my bowling point with Fred VanVleet last game. Just those two wide open 3-pointers at the end of the game. Like, come on, man. They were wide open threes. It's just something's got to give, right? But again, he's out there. He's always playing in these spots. There's never any benching, any penalty over there. Yeah, by the way, Paul George for all these picks, right? Paul George for all these picks. 5 first-round picks, something like that? You know what else they gave up to get Paul George? Beyond the insane amount of picks. Do you guys, anybody remember what else they gave up in that deal? There was two players. SGA. They gave away all those picks and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And people get mad when they say Kawhi, or people make fun of the Raptors for not re-signing Kawhi. Bro, we dodged that. What do you mean? We dodged that. Trading, like, look, Paul George, Kawhi, like, you can build a championship team out of that. But at the cost of all this, what is allowing the Clippers to continue to be good despite this is the fact that Steve Ballmer is the owner. And he will go so far into the tax, have the highest payroll in NBA history, which I believe he does this season, or he's second to the Golden State Warriors all time for payroll. Because they can just sign anybody and bring in these free agents. That's why the Clippers can continue to compete like this. There's just absolutely no way we'd be able to do that. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. So the question for the Raptors is going to become, like, what do you do with Fred VanVleet? Is he part of the future? If not, you got to get something for him. You can't let him walk for free. You got to commit. Or are you going to build around Siakam and get him help right now? Which, I mean, I'd say do that because Siakam is a sensational player. Top 15 player in the NBA. Or do you get rid of Siakam and go into a full retool around the picks that you get for him and build around Scotty Barnes? I'm okay with either. I prefer to build around Siakam. But I would say, whatever it is, you got to commit to a direction. You got to commit to a direction. Simple as that. No direction right now. The front office has continued to not really get the right pieces in place. Last year, there was no bench. This year, well, there's still no bench. The bench was better when Gary Trent was coming off of it, but Gary Trent's better when he starts. Last game against the Pacers, the Raptors scored 7 bench points. Pacers had 54. And I get, Ben Mathurin adds in a bunch there. But other than, let's take out Ben Mathurin's 21. Their bench still scored 33 points. 33 points. So somebody actually mentioned me on Twitter and said, I saw you criticize the Raptors bench, but the Pacers bench got more minutes than the Raptors bench. Yes. Because they're better and play more minutes. And even if they played the exact same amount of minutes, they still would outscore. Like, we got outscored 54-7 in bench points. And the argument is they played more. 54-7? My God. I'd rather build around Siakam as well. I think Gary Trent is a guy you got to extend. I think he's a guy you got to extend. I think we're on pace. We're seeing right now how important of a player he can be. And he's just so young. He fits the timeline well. That's a player you got to extend, it seems, at this point. I just can't see a reality where extending Fred VanVleet works out in the long run. It's very, very sad. Yeah, Siakam's sensational, and we're still like not really utilizing him correctly. We're using him in such isolation, but we're not using him enough off ball because the offense is just so isolation driven. The only guy who scores in isolation is freaking Pascal Siakam. So the difficulty of his shots is ridiculous. $54-70 all-time worst. I don't know. The Raptors bench scored 100 in a game once, so I feel like that must be the part near the worst or the worst. I like Fred a lot too, and you know what? When he leaves, he's gonna get like one of the greatest tribute videos in Raptors history. But unfortunately, times change, teams change. Is there? I mean, clearly, Minnesota Timberwolves fans want him. They have nothing interesting to really give back unless we get some young players, which I mean, I guess is possible. But no, I don't know. They want him pretty bad though. We'd have to take D'Angelo Russell though, and I don't really. D'Angelo, is he on? I don't think he's on an expiring contract. I believe he's got another year after this. Let me see. They don't like D'Angelo Russell over there. Might be his last year. Oh, it is his last year. Then I'd happily take on that D'Angelo Russell contract. But they have no picks, so that's not as good of a deal over there. Gary might be looking around 25-20. I don't know about that. I feel like I don't think he's going to touch 25. What do you guys think he'll get to 25? Gary Trent's contract? I feel like Gary Trent, I was thinking like 22 to 24. Am I off base there? Salary cap's going up. He's gonna. It's at least 20. Like he's getting more than 20. I think he's gonna get. I don't know if he's gonna touch 25 though. That'd be a lot. That'd be a lot for Trent. 22 seems like a good area. I think I'm imaging like high 23s if he resigns. I mean, it's up to him. He's a free agent, right? We're a little bit handcuffed right here. Also, yeah, there's a ton of games left. There's over half a season to go. That's true. Nick Nurse says sacrifice win, develop bench. I don't think he does. Like, what's on the bench worth developing here? It's not like there's any prospects on the bench that we need to develop for the future. Boucher is in his prime age. Juancho, like, I can't see him getting any better. Malachi Flynn is one you could say, okay, maybe with more play time, but I think we've seen what Malachi Flynn has to offer. Delano Banton, another one, that's definitely one where maybe you sacrifice stuff. But like Achua gets his minutes. He's just been injured. Koloko's been getting way, way more minutes than anybody would have expected here. So, I mean, people complain so much about the lack of use for the bench. If you were a coach trying to win games, would you give these guys more minutes? Like, you're trying to win basketball games here. Nick Nurse has been dealt such a bad hand. Like, there's been issues with the coaching that I've talked about, but he's been given such a poor hand here. What's going on? Dev Let's Play, thanks so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. You subscribe yourself to a watch party like this for every Raptors game and videos all throughout the week to break down and analyze this team. Shout out people like Dev Let's Play, Jacob Isaac for subscribing. We had a really good week, or we're having a really good start to the year. A couple of videos that have, or one to end the year and one to start the year now, that have done extremely well. So we're getting some great support of the channel. This is usually a pretty This is usually a pretty barren time of year on YouTube for views for myself, but have been anything but so far. Credit to you guys. I was thinking today, like last season I did streams. I only did them on Twitch. I'm very, very happy I took some time off streaming on YouTube to kind of learn how to better work the algorithm so that the streams don't hurt my video viewership. And it has worked like wonderfully. It was an excellent decision to do this. And again, credit to you guys for supporting the content. Games on Sportsnet today. Range would probably be 23, 25, 27, up to 20. Gary can't be getting 29. For 30 plus for Fred, I don't think Fred's touching 30. The way he's playing, that'll linger in people's minds. I cannot see Fred touching 30. I think he'll get mid to high 20s. I really can't see him touch 30. I'd be surprised. I wouldn't rule it out, but I would definitely be surprised. Fred, no, it'll go up. It should, like, value perspective, true, but from like a salary cap standpoint, he'll get more. He's gonna get more, guaranteed. Somebody will give him more. Gary stays around. Gary's making 18, so it wouldn't be staying. But he's 22 to 23. I think is a good range there. I can see him pushing up to 25. I cannot see more than 25. Players and agents will recognize that salary cap's going up and there's going to be more money to spend. If Fred gets 30, make a video saying sorry. Saying sorry for what? Be specific about what I'd be sorry for. I could see a team giving him more than us. Yeah, like when we signed him previously, the Knicks were in the hunt. They may have offered more. What teams would be really interested? I can see the Timberwolves being interested, replacing D'Angelo Russell. I could definitely see that. I can see Dallas being interested. They can move some money for sure. Lakers want everybody. Lakers could be a team that's interested. Orlando could probably look to add him, like a more experienced point guard for a young group of players. Although Markelle Fultz has been playing really well this season. Gary 22-23, I think is fair. How do we guard someone like Giannis without Kawhi? Well, Simon, interesting stat, pal. Though Giannis did not play in all 5 of these games, the Raptors have beaten the Milwaukee Bucks in 5 straight games. All 5 of those games were games that occurred without Kawhi Leonard on this team. So they've done it before and can do it again tonight. Giannis streak ends. He's been going on a tear recently. Giannis can score like 40 tonight. Raptors might still win. There's not a lot of help on the Bucks for Giannis. No Drew Holiday. Middleton's still out. And then on top of that, like some extra guys, Joe Ingles and George Hill are out. So the Raptors are 5-point favorites here. The spread is -5, if you'd believe it. That factors a little bit into the Raptors being at home. But a -5 spread would probably suggest to me home court gives you probably like 2 to 3 points. You're probably looking like Raptors would be favored on the road against this Bucks team today, if you'd believe it. There's going to be a lot of doubles throwing Giannis's way. I was actually looking to bet Giannis's assist numbers tonight. They were higher than I want. I was looking to get a 5.5. They're at 6.5. So I stayed away from that market. I can see him getting 6, but I was hoping to bet an over 5.5, but the market knows that the Raptors are throwing doubles at this guy. So his assist totals were at 6.5. Giannis under points. I could see that as a way to attack it as well, just because you'd think the Raptors are gonna just double this guy, right? I could see it. I stayed away from those markets. I could see it. I do have a over on Scotty Barnes' points. I got a really good price at 14.5, which I took. If trading Fred, keeping Gary Bradley, Gary's doing more for this team, has played better than him this season, is much younger, and is likely going to be cheaper. Like, unfortunately, I love Fred. Like, I have the jerseys in the background right here. I love Fred. But, like, you got to make difficult decisions to better your team, unfortunately. And Fred making, like, mid to high $20 million is, I think, going to look like a bad contract in a few years. It's just sad. It is what it is, but organizations have to change. Lowry left. Again, organizations have to kind of change. How do you become a member? There should be a join. If you're watching on your phone, it doesn't always appear. If you're on browser, you might be able. There should be a join button underneath the stream, where you can become a member over there. It's usually not available on mobile. Sometimes there's issues there, but press join there. You miss Matt Thomas. Why? He's not even in the NBA. Not a single NBA team thinks he's good enough to be on their roster. I look like Fred. I get this. I get this from chatters, like, not infrequently. Sometimes nobody I know thinks I look anything like Fred VanVleet. It's a little weird. I don't really see it either. I think pretty much everybody on this team is expendable other than Siakam, OG, Scotty Barnes. I mean, I don't think Gary Trent is not expendable. How do we stop Giannis? Get a good defender on him. You're going to have to throw doubles, and you're going to have help defenders. So we've done it before. We play the Bucks like all the time. We've beaten them 5 times in a row. I remember one where Giannis wasn't playing. It could be 2, but like we've stopped him before. And with all these injuries, you can put even more focus on him today. The Bucks are not an unstoppable force. They started 0-9. Sorry, they started 9-0, but since then they are treading just a little bit above 500 from that point. Greek salad. Oh man, we got 5 gifted memberships coming through to the chat right now. 905 Yada dropping in the 5 gifted memberships. So, Ambassador Quan, don't even worry about getting your own, because 905 Yada once again has pulled through, supporting the community, supporting what we do over here, and we are extremely, and I am extremely grateful for that. Thank you so much to 905 Yada with the 5 gifted memberships coming through to the chat. That's why he's the GOAT. Access to all those new emotes that I tossed in the chat. Guys, reminder, if you want to be able to receive one of these gifted memberships in the future, you need to make sure that you click on the green button over here, and underneath there will be a little prompt that says that there's some setting that enables you to receive these gifted memberships. If you have not enabled this setting previously, then you are not going to ever be able to receive one of these gifted memberships that come in. So just remind you guys once again to go ahead and do that, because if somebody else, anybody else, or if more come in, you want to be able to receive one of those gifted memberships. But I love Yada. Thank you so much again. Always the stream, always supporting, and we very much appreciate that. Thank you again. All right. What else? So Raptors tonight, they are starting same lineup as the previous game. And so this is the thing about Gary Trent. So I've always liked the idea of Gary Trent being the 6th man. And I talked about this last stream. So Gary Trent has been playing out of his mind right now. There's players in the league who play as a 6th man who are playing out of their mind on a nightly basis because they get starter minutes off the bench. Now what this does for our rotation is that the bench, who we saw at its worst against the Pacers, that only scored 7 points, has floor spacing and has scoring. The Raptors could start Christian Koloko or whoever the starting 5, still have plenty of offense around there, 4 good offensive weapons in theory, with one, Christian Koloko to, protect the rim. We have Christian Koloko protect the rim. We have, I'd rather have somebody better than him, but I can live with that. But But what Nick Nurse was doing with Gary Trent off the bench is that he wasn't really fixing rotations or changing rotations. Gary Trent was getting like 30 to 32 minutes instead of like 35 to 38, which he would get if he's starting. And when he's starting, he's playing really well. But you can still play him all those minutes off the bench. But I don't know, Nurse is not wired in that way to be able to do that. Needs to run more zones. On defense, sometimes I feel like that could help, but also like it can be pretty easy to expose if you don't know how to close out properly, which we have not really been closing out that well. Is Otto Porter going to be out for the whole season? I have no idea. The recent update is that he is not making progress, so he is still not close to coming back, which is, of course, very frustrating. Very frustrating to deal with. Don't know why. We have a super chat coming in from Ambassador Kwan saying, "We love Yada." So that's going to gifted membership, but still going out of their way to support the channel, support Amateur Hour Sports. Gives it with the super chat. Thank you so much, Ambassador Kwan, for doing that, supporting that little bit extra. It is very much appreciated. I'm super grateful. Guys, what a start to the stream today. What a start to the stream today. There it is. Coming through now. If you guys are enjoying the content so far as well, please make sure you have dropped a like. Let's try to get to 50 likes by the end of the first quarter. We are already at 29, so it's more than attainable. And, of course, we want to get to like 100 from the game. What does a membership mean? It means you are highlighted in chat. It means you have access to the emotes in chat. And it means that it's easier for me to see the comments on YouTube videos. I need to do a better job in replying to member comments. My apologies. I will begin doing that more starting now. Amateur Hour Army, hard in the paint. Yes, sir. Always, always. Do not double team Giannis. Let him eat. Wow. No, I think in this situation they don't have enough for me to fear, and I would throw doubles at him. He can eat. He's still gonna eat, but you can still win if he eats. You know what I mean? Let's do our thing. What's an Andrea Bargnani jersey worth these days? I don't know. If I saw it at a thrift store, I'd probably get one if it was like a reasonable price, just for the memes. How do you go about getting a membership? Underneath the stream, if you're on browser, there should be a button that says join. It will be there if you're on browser. If you're on your phone, it may not always be there. But definitely on browser. It could be on mobile. It's a button that you press. It's called a button that says join. Next to subscribe. We got a new subscriber coming in. Sean Cameron. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Another one coming through. Just a second here. It's Mark M. Hark. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Both of you, Sean Cameron and It's Mark. You subscribe yourself to a watch party like this for every Raptors game and videos that break down and also analyze this team all throughout the week. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much for joining. And I hope you enjoy the stream that we have coming for you today. Wow. Unreal support to start the stream. We've had a bunch of subs, bunch of members. We had the Twitch sub. It's been quite the start to our endeavors for today. So thank you so much, guys. Oh, dope. The Canadian World Juniors is tied at 2-2. People like asking about bets for the day, so I'll go through them right now. What time is it? Yeah, we can go through it right now. So I have a lot of action down for today. Here we go. So I have a FanDuel boosted odds on Jack Hughes points, or 1 goal and 4 shots on goal. It says 0. That could be incorrect, but also could be correct. Let me just see his status here for Jack Hughes. Did I say? I think I said Jack Campbell. Jack Hughes, regardless. Let's see his stats. Jack Hughes. He has a shot on goal. We just need 2 more of those plus a goal, which would be the 3rd. Anyways, I have Iowa State on the money line, and their game it's Oklahoma. It was plus 150, so they're underdogs, but maybe they pulled through. Over here, we have an under 138.5 in, I don't even know who these teams are, Wofford and Mercer, which is on pace to go well under, actually. I had an under bet yesterday. Here it is. I bet under 138.5 in the Kansas State, Texas basketball game yesterday. College basketball. Shorter games, worse players, longer shot clock, slower pace. That game finished with 219 points. 219 points. I bet under 138.5. It went over by 81 points. 80.5 points. Is my math correct there? It went over by 80.5 points. It wasn't even close. It didn't even sniff that. I knew at halftime it was over. There was 88 points at halftime. That was fucked, man. Okay, Pacers. I have the +8 because Joel Embiid is injured, and I sneakily bet that as soon as I saw the update on Underdog NBA. There is a Bet365 Super Boost. Siakam over 20+, and Raptors to win. I have this guy on Canada World Juniors to score anytime. He's not scored yet, going to the third, or are they in the second now? I don't know. And I have the under 226.5 in the Knicks game against the Spurs. I have Barnes over 14.5, as I mentioned earlier. Same game parlay, Durant over 25 or 25+. Zach LaVine Zach LaVine 20+. Then another same game parlay, Trey Murphy 2+3s, Steve McCollum 20+ points. And then further down, D'Angelo Russell under 7.5 assists. I do have the Portland. This is technically a spread, but we'll call it money line -15. I have the under 6.5 in the Lightning Wild game. Another same game parlay, Trae Young 25+ points, 8+ assists, and that's it for today. Then a bunch of football bets. I have some really good football bets coming a little bit later. But yeah, a lot of basketball bets down today, unusually. But let's see how all of these pan out. A lot of bets today. Christ almighty. A lot of intrigue around the game today, no doubt. And it looks like we are ready to get started here in Toronto. Raptors taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks without some key players, but here we go. What can the Raptors do as they win the jump ball? It's on Sportsnet, yes. Do I do fantasy basketball? Yes, I do fantasy basketball. I am hovering mid-table right now. All right. Raptors, I will remind you guys, are -5 favorites. So your favorite to win this game. Early on, Giannis was defended there by OG, but it looked like Scotty Barnes was shadowing him. Connaughton can't hit. And rebound for Barnes. Here we go the other way. Super chat not available. That's strange. I don't know why that's the case. Middleton, Holiday, Ingles, and Hill out for the Bucks. Siakam taking it to Giannis. Yeah, don't shoot that. Okay, shoot that. Just misses the jumper. Good separation there. James Sorensen, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Guys, like the stream if you are enjoying early on and are hoping for a Raptors win. Here's Connaughton for 3 and got it. First bucket of the game goes to Pat Connaughton. 3-0 for the Bucks. Connaughton's not shooting well, I just heard. I think he's a good shooter. Trent, mid-range, no good. Good looks there. Doesn't go. It's okay. Nice and early. Giannis driving in. That's Giannis. 5-0 for the Bucks. Raptors move the other way with OG. Barnes running the offense for the Raptors again tonight. Looked really good against the Pacers. OG for 3. Rims out again. Full court pass by Giannis is snatched by OG. Just sucked that one in. Raptors move forward again. VanVleet, the ball handler this time. Can Fred respond to his poor game a couple nights ago? Barnes, short jumper. Those are ones you got to hit, man. Raptors, tough start to the game offensively. Giannis looking for a lane inside. Will get it and will score. 7-0 Bucks as the Raptors yet to find their feet on offense. Some really good looks here. VanVleet for 3. No good. Rebound Giannis. Another jump shot goes begging. Let's try to get to the rim maybe. Another steal by OG. Gives it to Barnes. Raptors can't get forward before the Bucks get set. Barnes' layup is no good, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Raptors are, what, 0-7? 0-7 from the field. This is quite the start. 0-7 on the scoreboard as well against the injury-depleted Bucks. A lot of game left, everybody. Rough start. A lot of game left. Lopez for 2, no good. Rebound. A lot of game left, everybody. There's 44 minutes and 47 seconds left. OG under the rim. Get it out of there. Get it out of there. Falls over and a foul is called. Arrows are wrong. Yes, you're right. My bad. I always forget to change that, man. Why is the Hawks logo up now? One sec. There we go. Another shot for the Raptors, no good. 0 for 8 from the field to start this game. Giannis to Lopez down low. Blocked by Barnes. Raptors in transition. Siakam has Grayson Allen. Got to score here. Shot up, no good. Trent Tippin, no good either. And a loose ball foul will give the Raptors the ball back. But still, no points. 0 for 9 to start the game. I've seen better starts. That's for sure. You wanted to hear boos for the Raptors? We're not Philly, bro. Don't say that. VanVleet steps into a 3. Good look. It's a good look, man. That's a good look for him. Giannis to Carter in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound is batted away, and OG gets it. Raptors still no score to start the game. Trent for 3. 0 for 12 from the field. Can we go for a layup or something? Can we stop shooting? Carter steps into a 2. Doesn't go. Rebound by Trent. All right. You're all right. You're only down 7. Fred, why are you shooting that? What? Why did he shoot that? Why did he... Okay, I mean, look, everybody's not hit, but why did he shoot that, though? So this reminds me. So I sat courtside at Scotiabank Arena once, and it was in the Raptors 9-5 game. Anyways, what the Raptors 9-5 do, their little tradition is everybody stands up, and you stand up until the Raptors 9-5 score their first basket of the game. Once they score their first basket, then you sit and just, enjoy the game normally. Now, this particular game at Scotiabank Arena, they were playing the Capital City Go-Go's. So, courtside, standing up as usual. The Capital City Go-Go's started that game on a 20-0 run. So, naturally, if you allow 20 points, that's a good amount of time has passed. I think it took about 5 to 6 minutes and 2 timeouts from the Raptors 9-5 before they finally scored a bucket, and I was able to sit down. A lot of people just sat down, but no, I stuck it out for the team. What's even funnier about the situation is that they started down 20-0 and also won the basketball game in the end. I think they won by double digits. Maybe it was a close game. They won by they won the game. They won the game from that point on. So that was very, very interesting. This game reminds me of that because we are 0-13. What I would suggest doing when I can't hit a shot is, well, first of all, stop taking bad shots, Fred. Second of all, I'd get to the rim and score from there. Try to score from there. we've gotten to the rim. I think Siakam got there once, and Trent missed a tip in. But other than that, it's all just jumpers. Although to be fair, there are some open mid-range shots that you have to take. Anyways, good news. It's only 6-0 or 7-0. It's 7-0. The Bucks are playing so poorly that Mike Budenholzer called a timeout. So it could be a lot worse. Let's come out here. Let's make it. Let's have a good possession. Next time we get it, try to get a bucket. Just get the game going here. Barnes at a layup as well. That's right. Yeah, that Fred shot was very bad. Yeah. Could be. It could always be worse, but we're down by 7 in an NBA game, and we're in the first quarter. There's so much game left. Lot of game left. Defense has been fine. You've only allowed 7 points to the Bucks in the first 4.5 minutes. All right, here we go. Giannis on the outside gives it to Grayson Allen. Nice defense by Trent here. Allen can't hit. And let's get that rebound. It's batted around and eventually will be a Raptors ball on the side. So good job boxing out there. Brook Lopez, obviously a big threat there. Another good stop. All right, let's get going on offense here. 7-0, 7-10, 7:07 on my clock. Fred bringing the ball forward. What play have we run? Fred has a lane. Couldn't get the shot off. We'll cycle it back outside. Gives it to Trent. Trent floats it up and does not hit. Gets his own miss, but he's falling over as he does and cannot save it to a Raptors player. Giannis driving, and he's stripped, but a foul's called. I'd like to see a replay of that before I comment because I'm not as close as the ref, but Siakam did not like the call. Of course, he's not going to like it. That's clean. That's straight up clean. Got the ball. Is Nurse going to challenge this? Nick Nurse going to challenge. He's saying, fuck, boys, we got to do something to get going. He's going to challenge here. We're going to win this challenge, get a nice little moral victory, hopefully get the ball back and get going here. Listen, guys. The moon is out. The stars are out. The world keeps turning. We're all healthy. We're all okay. The world is not ending. Raptors had a rough start to a game of basketball. They're down by 7 points. And there's more than 40 minutes left. So a whole big old game of basketball left to play here. Okay? It's going to be okay. It does not scream problems in the locker room. Not at all. Everything is going to be okay. Raptors on a little bit of a cold streak to start the game. There you go. How mad we made a move? I'd be the red face emote. If we I'd be pretty angry. Yeah. I don't know, what's a measurement of anger? I'd be furious. I'm joking around. I'd be pissed. I'd be fucking pissed. I'd be furious. For real though. What do those 3 dice mean? It means he sees y'all talking shit and he wants to prove himself on court. Completely healthy thing to do. 3 dice does not mean... A lot of you are reading 3 dice emojis as fuck this team. I don't want to play for them anymore. I'm going to stop trying. He's going to try to earn himself. He's going to try to prove himself on court. That's what he's going to do. Snake eyes. Well, it's 3 dice. So, no. I think the dice emoji, it's just a dice emoji. Is there multiple dice emojis? Even if that was the case, I still don't think it'd be that big a deal. Let's see. Successful challenge, yeah. No brainer. The dice emoji just has the one on top already. If you'd done 2, that still would mean nothing, but it was 3. Oh, he's doing a horrible job proving himself. I'm not saying he isn't. Does Siakam get the block for that or a steal? All right, Nurse just trying to get the guys going. Wins the challenge. Let's get going here, man. Fortunately, you don't have that for the rest of the game. But look, if you're winning a challenge, like it's better than winning your challenge the first quarter is better than losing it in the fourth. All right, let's get going. Yeah, I would say the first 5 minutes would indicate we're not going to score a bucket the entire game. I think that's a fair assessment. You're down by 7. Exactly. Ain't the end of the world. Very yourself. I mean, it ain't a joke. Undrafted player turned all-star, turned massive contract, turned NBA champion. That's successful. Bet. Gary Trent kicks out to Siakam. Steps inside. Come on, we got to make here. Oh, Siakam, you got to shoot that, bro. You got it. You have a lane. You got to shoot that, man. Oh, that was the bucket right there. He was open. He just had to float that up and in. All right, 7-0 Bucks. We're 5.5 minutes into this game. Giannis. Kickball. I was going to say lose it, but kickball. Nameless, I think it'd be healthy if you just turned the game off. I won't blame you, bro. Giannis inside, kick to Connaughton. 3-pointer is no good. Rebound by nobody. Out of bounds for a Bucks ball. And at first, 12-5. It ain't like the Bucks are playing well either here. At least they've scored. All right. Barnes comes out. Boucher comes in, injecting, hopefully, some energy into this game. Allen to Giannis in the low block. Fadeaway jumper. Off the mark. Got a board, and we batted out, but Grayson Allen comes up with it. Giannis again in the low block. Fights inside. Kicks to Connaughton for 3. No good. Rebound OG. This is an ugly game of basketball. It's like a high school game. OG loses it. Gary Trent has it. Trent out to Siakam. Out to VanVleet. Boucher for 3. No good. Oh for 15 to start the game, Toronto, and an offensive foul by Milwaukee. Yeah, underbettors are laughing their ass off right now. There should be like 23 points in this game already. No, there should be like 27, 28 points in this game already. There's 7. Overbettors are in the mud right now, man. Boucher forced that. We're forcing shots right now. Come on. Get to the rim. Get somebody to the rim. Trent to Siakam. To Fred. You have to sack him. There you go. Get inside. Shot goes up, and he's fouled. Siakam is heading to the line here. The Raptors could score their first point of the game here. 5:12 to go in the first. 7-0 Milwaukee. You heard me correctly, everybody. 5:12 to go. 7-0 Milwaukee. Raptors are 0 of 15 from the field, but Siakam is heading to the line here. If he can make a shot at the line, the Raptors will have a point. And he hits the first. The Raptors have scored a bucket. Nav Bhatia praising the higher power. The fans with a little bit of an ironic cheer. Yeah, it's deserving. It is a 6-point game, everybody. It is a 2-possession game. Can he make it 5? He cannot. Rebound, Giannis. It is a 6-point game, everybody. It's bad. I ain't gonna deny that. You know, the world ain't ending here. Come on. Giannis almost loses it, kicks out to Portis in the corner, steps inside, floats it up, and misses. Another miss, but a rebound that we cannot get, that we should have gotten. This is strange. Let me tell you, this is very, very strange. 7-1. 7 minutes into the game, it is 7-1 Milwaukee. This is not baseball. This is a basketball game. Carter inbounds to Portis. Portis, turn around with the right and misses again. Jesus Christ. Neither team can make a shot right now. VanVleet driving, going up with the layup, and the Raptors have their first field goal of the game. Fred VanVleet with the layup. It's 7-3, 4-point game. 4:27 to go in the first. Bucks coming forward again. Stolen by VanVleet. Here come your Raptors the other way. 1 of 16 from the field. Siakam inside. Layup is good. 7-5. 4:08 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-5 Milwaukee. Raptors on the way back. 5 straight unanswered points. Here come the Bucks again. Carter. Can the Raptors get another stop? Portis backing down Siakam. Loses it. Boucher with it. Can he get it out? He can to Siakam. The Raptors chance to tie or take the lead. Siakam to Trent for the lead. No good. But rebound Boucher. Trent layup. No good. Gary, bro. How do you miss that? Fuck. Noir for 3 ends the run. 10-5 Milwaukee. How did Trent fucking miss that, man? VanVleet driving and fouled. Chance to chip into that 5-point lead. All right. Got some buckets going. Let's get the game going. The scoring is incredibly low. That's a good observation, Curtis. Most NBA games would have more points at this point. Malachi Flynn and Precious Achiuwa checking in for the Raptors. Looking to inject something a little bit different. Get some guys some rest. Excuse me. Fred VanVleet hits both free throws. It is 10-7. 3:07 to go in the first quarter. Very low-scoring game. Fred VanVleet with a steal. He's got Achiuwa running by him, but Fred goes to the rim and misses the layup. But he's fouled and will head to the line again. All right, VanVleet back to the line, being aggressive here and giving the Raptors some buckets. Canada scored again. Lovely stuff. Who scored this one? Was it the guy I specifically needed for my bet? I don't know. Hasn't registered on the score yet. We'll see. 10-8. VanVleet hits the first at the line. It was not the guy. Hits both. It's a 1-point game. So from the doom and gloom, the world is ending, the Raptors are the worst team in NBA history, just don't even play the rest of the game, we're going to get absolutely demolished. It is a 1-point game. Portis for 3. No good. Rebound by Boucher. Raptors down by 1. Siakam taking it to the rack. Puts it up and is fouled. A chance to tie and then a chance potentially to take the lead for the Raptors. Well, I feel like the Pins are going to pass this because you're pessimistic. That's interesting. Yeah, there's talking about the no Lopez Giannis, so Raptors just fighting their way into the paint, and it's working. They're getting free throws. Siakam hits the first one there. Siakam at the line for the next one. Free throw is up and in. Raptors lead 11-10 here. Points are on the board. Let's see how we fare. Raptors, I remind you, are favored by 5 tonight. We'll see how that plays out. Raptors on a good little run here. Nwora for 3. Way off the mark. Rebound by Achua. Man, the Bucks are a bad team right now. Raptors have got to pick up the offensive flow. It won't help when Flynn is throwing up lollipops like that. Portis steal. Nwora is fouled by Siakam. This could be near some records for scoring in the first in a quarter. Maybe like the last like couple of decades. Not like if you go back to like the 50s, there's probably some games that ended like 2020. Shot up for Nwora doesn't go. The game's on pace to go above 44-40. There's a minute 55 in the quarter. Another foul on Siakam there. He's upset. Refs are picking on him today. What's the word on a Porter Jr. injury report? The word is he's not making progress. How is that a foul? What are they calling here? How is that a foul? 2 fouls on Siakam, so he checks out here. We need him for this game. 5-second violation called against the Bucks. Raptors will get it back here. I mean, this pace obviously won't sustain itself. Low-scoring game was 19-18. So, yeah, it definitely ain't setting records here. It's 11-10, bro. I can read. Thanks. Chua shot does not fall there. Shot drops from Milwaukee, 13-11. Beauchamp? I don't even know these guys, man. Yeah, I'm watching the game. I can see the scoreboard. Thanks, though. First quarter will be done in a minute. I can also read the time on the clock. I'm watching the game, and what's really great about these is that it shows you the scoreboard that has the score, and also shows me the time on the clock. Boucher at the line makes it 13-12. Boucher, second free throw, no good. Rebound by Nwora, 13-12. Now, positive. Raptors defense has been excellent, albeit against a not great Bucks lineup. Can only play what's in front of you. Portis in the corner for 3. And does not go. Rebound. Got to do better on the glass there. Bucks come away with that. I've been doing better, but I've been doing worse as well. Beauchamp. Yo, there's no way this guy is Beauchamp. There's no way you pronounce it Beauchamp. That's Beauchamp. Come on. Is it actually Beauchamp? I haven't said anything positive about the offense. Defense has been good, though. 51 seconds to go. We are 2 for 20 from the field. They're 5 for 23. Okay, it's not like they're lighting it up here. I cannot recall a Raptors quarter as low scoring as this. Is this on national TV? Trent to Boucher for 3. Oh my God, is this an ESPN game? Oh my God. I forgot this was ESPN game. Holy shit. Man, everybody's going to fucking think we suck now. God damn. 13 seconds ago, it's 13-12. Oh my God. This is on ESPN. Oh my goodness. This is actually tragic right now. Flynn, come on, Flynn. Air balls to mid-range. Boucher layup doesn't go. Wow, this is 2 for 23 from the field. Oh my Lord. This is so bad, man. Lowest scoring quarter of the year. I can't imagine anything even coming close to this. This is crazy, man. Oh my God. We have 12 points in an entire quarter of basketball. We're only down by one. All right. Listen, we're in a fine position here, obviously. Offense has not been good, but we're down by one. We want to win a basketball game. We're down by one after the first quarter. We got to start hitting shots, for sure. It's been bad. Down by one. Still a winnable basketball game here. There's 36 minutes left. Let's go win a basketball game. Yeah, this is like 2004, 2005 ball. Just all guys shooting horribly inefficient shots. Been a lot of great basketball. There's been some high scoring performances. There's been individual, like Donovan Mitchell might outscore one of the teams involved today. Donovan Mitchell's 71. All right. Let me see. Hey, the Cavs-Sun game is 15-14 after the first quarter. We're not the only ones, guys. Cavaliers and Suns are 15-14 after one. Things happen, you know? These funny things happen. At least, like I said, we've been getting the stops to go along with it. Defense looking good today. You can imagine it. It's only a 5-point spread. The Raptors make all things possible this season. Thankfully, there's still 36 minutes left to play before we figure out what's going to happen. Oh, I've not done the box score at the end of the first for a reason. Doug, what's up? Could have been so much more ugly if the Bucks are shots. I mean, they could say the same thing. Neither team shot well. Both you're saying, oh my God, we're the worst team ever. Well, imagine they were hitting their shots. It goes both ways. Not like they're playing well. The league, yeah. So Adam Silver, he called Nick Nurse. He said, Nick, buddy, people are mad that the games are too entertaining. There's too many points, and fans are getting too excited about how good the games have been. I'm going to need you to tell your team to just miss all of their jump shots in the first quarter. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just too exciting. Ratings are too high right now. He put in the call. He also put in the call to Phoenix in Cleveland. All right, so what we're seeing so far, they can't score. So if you figure out how to get your offense going, you're going to win this game. Lopez. Here's Beauchamp stepping inside. Woo, throws it down. Boucher to Achua. VanVleet. You're watching a basketball game. Achua for three. No good. 2 of 24 from the field. Layup by Giannis, and that will send him to the free throw line. Raptors have not hit a field goal with Giannis on the floor as of yet. if the Bucks start scoring, we're gonna get blown out. Okay, Curtis, let's change that Bucks to Raptors because it also applies to the other side. If the Raptors start going, we are gonna blow them out. Okay, I'm pretty sick of this. All right, you get 5 minutes to cool off. Hey man, sometimes shots don't fall. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. Giannis' first free throw is no good. It's just like there doesn't need to be an answer. It's not because the locker room culture is bad. It's not like it's just the guys are not hitting shots. There's no like big grand answer to the questions here. I don't know what to tell you guys. Giannis misses both free throws, and it's out of bounds for a Raptors ball. And everything is so like everything is so like I get we're playing bad. It is so unbelievably pessimistic. When every 30 seconds you feel the need to type in, what is this? What am I watching? This is bad. We can't score. We only have this. We only have that. Just watch a bit more of the game. Another shot doesn't go for Milwaukee. Got a rebound there. But, oh man, somebody got rocked. Who was that? Is that Rico? Oh, was that Rico? Someone got rocked there on the Raptors bench. Sure, this team's a contender. You know, I never said you had to be a fucking idiot. That was coming. VanVleet for three. Oh my God, it's in and out. Give me a break, man. Yeah, I saw the click thing or whatever. Cliche. I'm having fun. We're only down by 3. We have a show down by a bit. I'm having fun. It's a crazy game right now. VanVleet, mid-range. I'd rather win a game like this than lose a game where both teams score 150. Long game to go. 10 minutes left in the second. 3-pointers up for Beauchamp and drops. 6-point game. It's not their largest lead. OG for 3. Another one doesn't go. Do we have a field goal in this quarter? This is a long time to be on a cold stretch, man. Don't ESPN, man. This is on ESPN. And another 3 drops from Milwaukee. Oh. All right, now it feels like it might be slipping away a little bit. Come on. Get it going. Foul by Beauchamp. 8-0 run and kind of split the game open here. Only single digits. Only single digits. Get a couple buckets, get back in this game here. Don't let them pull away. Yeah, I mean, open threes, you take them, always. But off the dribble threes right now, no. Get to the rim. Get the ball to Siakam. Let's run some plays. At the end of the day, look, let's get some isolation plays. I roast him, but let's get some isolation plays. Trent. Pass the screen. Kick it out. He's fouled. He's going to go to the line here to chip in a little bit to this 21-12 game. Any Nurse discussion, by the way, right now. Nurse ain't out here shooting 2 of 500 from the field. We're getting really clean looks. First free throw is good for Trent. Game's over. Season's over. We're losing in the second quarter of a game. I am finding the humor in it more than the anger of it. for sure. I don't want to be angry, right? I don't want to look for a reason to be upset. Some people need to stop looking for reasons to be miserable, you know? Sometimes, as the super chat comes in, sometimes teams just shoot 8%, man. Sometimes it happens. Nurse did not create this roster either, no. This is a bad day to sign Gary Trent to your fantasy team as a free agent. And super chat from MSJ. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for supporting amateur hour content. Again, constantly coming to the super chats. VanVleet, kick out to OG. 7 on the shot clock. OG for 3, no good. Rebound Fred. Gary Trent is blocked by Lopez. Why float that? He's not going to block it. Why go underhand there? Giannis in transition is fouled. We'll see if that sends him to the line. Yeah, I thought things would just start to kind of even out to start the second. It's not at all. Why did Trent go underhand there? It doesn't make any sense. What is Trent? 0 of 8? He's going to single-handedly lose me my fantasy week, bro. Phoenix just mentioned me on Twitter, and he said he's at this game. First to 60 wins. This would be a rough game to go to. I'll give you that. 22-14, side out for the Bucks. Number one, forcing turnovers because if we don't force turnovers, our defense sucks. Offensive foul here. Raptors will get the ball back. It's an 8-point game. Raptors have 14 points in the first 15 and a half minutes of this game. Who will win? Number of minutes played or number of points scored by the Toronto Raptors? Points will win, by the way. Boucher. Floater is good. Boucher. What a bucket. Willed it in, and it's 22-16. Minutes will win. What will win? Likes on the stream or points? We have 57. We've built up quite a lead here. But drop a like if you are supporting the content and having fun with me today, because that's all we really can do at the moment. Siakam inside. Pass Giannis. Layup is no good. Rebound. Giannis sliding his way to the rim, and a foul's called. He's going to head to the free throw line here to extend this 6-point lead. Here's my theory. Jonathan, I'm not going to read your theory because if I did, I'd say something that would upset you. Hope you're joking. I'll say that. In a month from now, we're going to look back at this game, whatever the outcome. We're gonna laugh about it. It's going to be an insignificant part. Actually, it may be not insignificant, but it's going to be another brick in the wall at the end of the day. It won't have dramatic implications on the season. It won't have dramatic implications on the value of these players in trade markets, in free agent markets. It'll be another brick in the wall. I tell you. It feels like the whole weight of the world is on this game, but it's not. Boucher for 3. No good. It's a good look, man. That's a good look. You can't get better looks than that. You got to hit stuff. Allen to Connaughton, open for 3. Got it. I mean, they're hitting a 3 every once in a while. I don't think we've hit a 3 tonight. We are 7:19 to go in the half. Siakam floater. And Siakam just can't get the shot to fall tonight either. The guy you lean on so heavily. Giannis inside. Blocked by Boucher. Come on, use the energy. Siakam to Trent. Layup is good. Nice play by Trent. Jeremy, no problem. Get out of here. Have a good rest. See you later. 27-18. What a bucket by Gary Trent. All right, down by 9. He's still single digits. Siakam's still not gotten going. I mean, nobody's gotten going yet, but Siakam is the guy you lean on. Has not been his game by any means yet tonight. Let's hope for a change in proceedings as we come out of this timeout. It can't continue like this the whole game, right? It just can't be the same the entire game. No way. There's just no way it's going to stay like this. We are 4 of 36 from the field. We've improved. We are now up to 11% from the field rather than 8. We are on the way up. We are on the way up, everybody. Yo, how many commercials is Scotty Barnes in? Nurse needs to go. Man, when Nurse missed all 32 of those, when Nurse missed all 32 of those shots, it just let me know that he's got to go. Never mind the fact that defense has been fine and we've been getting good looks. It's Nurse missing these jump shots. All they do is heave threes or go in the paint. Hate to break to Mr. Blue, but modern NBA, you score at the rim and you score from 3. It's exactly where they should be. You just got to make shots. You got to make shots. It's a make or miss league. We're missing shots right now. You got to make them. I don't think we're playing poorly. We're obviously playing really poorly. I don't think our offense from a creation standpoint has been horrific. Raptors have scored quite a few of their layups today. So, essentially, don't go in the paint because you get blocked, but don't shoot threes because they won't go in. Just, you know what? Forfeit the game. What are we talking about? Well, Boucher, where else is Boucher going to be? He's got to be out there because he's got to space the floor, but if he's wide open, he's got to shoot it. It's wide open there. Look, we're getting good looks, especially early. We've had wide open threes here. We've had wide open threes, not hit them. We've had good looks in mid-range, not hit them. We've gotten to the rim where, yeah, there's some good defenders there, but tough shit. You got to score past them. The Bucks are 8-9 away from home this season. It's not like they're an unstoppable force. Like, he can't shoot, but yeah, he can't shoot, but your bench is so thin that he's a guy that has to get minutes. If you don't like this, you don't like Toronto basketball. I love that. You can't cheer for this. You can't cheer for anything. Carter misses the 3. Here comes Fred in transition. Past that. Trent. Layup is good. Okay, Gary Trent. Another bucket there. 7-point game. Reggie Perry isn't like a game, like a team-changing player in the NBA. I wouldn't mind seeing an opportunity, but I don't think it's going to happen. Portis, defended by Fred. Good defense here, and a shot clock violation. Excellent defense by Fred specifically, but the Raptors as a whole there forcing the turnover. 6:08 to go. Barnes finally back into this game. Seven-point game. Somebody's got to win this game. Somebody's got to win. 13 turnovers by Milwaukee. Raptors need to get the offense going. OG in mid-range. Bang. 27-22. Defense has been good, though. Portis. to Allen. Outside to Connaughton for 3. Got it to go again. 30-22. Open roster spot for a 10-day contract. I mean, you can never really find gold out there. I don't know. Because like you'd find a shooter, but if they're a shooter, they probably can't play defense or else they'd be in the league. I don't know. Maybe Armani Brooks. VanVleet's fouled there. 4.3 on the shot clock when the foul came to be. Could have been a good look for Scotty. Juancho Hernan-Gomez checking in. He's had a rough couple of weeks. We'll see how he responds. 30-22, 5:13 to go. Raptors still looking to get the offense going. They're going to Juancho to try and make things happen, which shows the desperation of the times. OG passes to Barnes. Nice feed to OG, who throws it down at the rim. Nice pass by Barnes there. 5 minutes to go in the half. One of the lowest scoring games of the NBA season. Both teams immensely struggling here. Bucks with shooting and turnovers. Raptors even more so with the shooting. Carter stolen by OG. Another turnover. 14 from the Bucks. VanVleet for 3. He's open. Come on, Fred. Bang! Fred VanVleet. It's the first three-pointer, I believe, of the game for the Raptors. 30-27, and nobody plays defense, and Portis lays it up. What the fuck was that, guys? How he just walked in? What? Why did he just walked in? Nobody guarded him. VanVleet mid-range, got it. Fred showing some aggression, coming alive a little bit here. Can Fred be the guy to carry us out of the mud today? 3-point game all of a sudden. 32-29, and it is 4 minutes to go. Not in the first quarter, the second quarter. Connaughton to Lopez. To Allen for 3. Long rebound to Connaughton. Now Carter to Connaughton. He's been hot today. Doesn't stay hot there. Misses. Lopez tips the rebound. Allen. Come on. We got to get a board here, guys. Carter to Allen for 3. No good. Get a rebound. There you go. No. Connaughton gets it. Get a fucking rebound, guys. Portis for 3. No good. Rebound, Barnes. Oh, my goodness. Finally a rebound. Trent on the outside. Corner 3 to tie. No good. Rebound, Portis. Okay. Allen to Lopez. He's just going to shoot a 3. No good. Long rebound, and it's out of bounds. It will be a Raptors basketball. I will remind you guys, this game is being broadcast on ESPN. ESPN got all their shit, crossed the border to come out to this game tonight. My goodness. Yeah, our after we do, you know what? It was a problem against Baylor. We'd hit a shot, and then they'd get an easy 2 on the other end. Like, how does that even happen? Well, I have seen better halves of basketball. That is for sure. I don't really know what to say right now. This has been very, very bad. A lot of time to go, and as bad as it's been, you are right here in this game. You're right here down by 3 points. So just get into gear, get things going, get things back on track. If either team starts to hit some shots, then they can blow this game wide open. Fred has been the best Raptor so far tonight. We'll go through the box score. I mean, nobody's been good, but he's been the best. And he's not playing well, so that is saying something. But you're also holding Giannis to 6 points, and it's almost halftime. So defense is going somewhere. If this, if that, if we did this, we'd be winning. If we did that, they'd be winning. If they did this, blah, blah, blah. You know what? It all means shit because it's not happening. It's 30-20, 32-29. Whoever's playing, whatever it is, it's 32-29. If this, if that. Means shit. 3 points is too big to overcome. This game needs halftime. This game needs halftime for both coaches to go, what the fuck is going on, guys? 115 from 3. Could be worse. Could be 0. All you can do is laugh. If you can't laugh, then you're not watching this game or watching my stream anymore. You probably want to kill me. Somebody's gonna hunt me down because of this game. It's 44-33 in the Cavs game. Look, something's going on today. Adam Silver put the call in. He said, guys, too many points the last few games. Cool it off. I wouldn't believe it if I was just like checking my phone. Like if I was just kind of box score watching today. If I was just box score watching today, I wouldn't believe my eyes. I would think it's an error. Love the sarcasm. I see when somebody says I love your sarcasm, that could be sarcastic right back at me. You know what I mean? I can't get the read. Whatever. If you guys are enjoying the show, having fun, having a laugh, just maybe my commentary is brightening up this otherwise horrid game, then make sure you drop a like to support the content. It does go a long way to supporting the channel. And remember, I do a watch party like this for every single Raptors game. And on top of that, I do videos all throughout the week that break down and analyze this team. Join the Amateur Hour Army today. All right, out of the timeout. Let's try to get a bucket here. 3 minutes to go in the half. VanVleet, nice little hezzy to Trent in the corner. Sidestep, open, 3. Bang, bang. 32-32. It's a tie game. Football, I don't understand. 12 threes you want fries? I could go for some fries. I got some McDonald's coupons in the mail today. Giannis flips it out to Connaughton. Man, this guy's on fire tonight. 35-32. Only 10 more. Come on. Yeah, I'm sure everyone did. I'm just saying, I got it too. I didn't say either of those things. Will Muranak. Siakam lays it up and in. 35-34. In single. I didn't say either of those things. What the hell's going on? On Antetokounmpo to the rim. I mean, yeah. Sometimes Giannis is just Giannis. Oh, somebody commented in sync. I see. It's clearly typed in English. I don't know. Siakam spinning off Portis. Layup. Oh, those are ones he hits, man. Siakam's struggling today. He's due a bad game, but we could really use them tonight. Giannis inside to Portis. Nice pass. Portis lays it in, and just again, Portis kind of cuts inside, and nobody's there. 39-34. All right, come on. Close the half well. Close the half well. Go in with some momentum. Fred, layup. Nice take. Fred is keeping us alive in this game tonight. Fred getting a contract from another team is a disaster, remember. Trading him by the deadline is the best thing. Giannis, kick out to Portis. Nearly a turnover, but it gets to Beauchamp. Caught off by Siakam. Now Portis. Mid-range jumper over Barnes is no good. Rebound is tipped to VanVleet. VanVleet, well, Siakam has 7 points. He's not that far off. He just needs to have a good second half, and we're laughing. Siakam has 9 points. All right. Wait, no, he's at 9. What does he have? I swear he has 7. I think he's got 7. Inbound from VanVleet to Siakam. One with Portis. Come on, take him on. Oh, now he has 9. All right, Siakam spins, lays it in. There we go. Siakam puts it in. Giannis. Outside to Portis for 3. No good. Raptors down 1. Shot clock, game clock separated by 3. Trent to Siakam. Take it to the rack. Layup. No good. How on the floor? On the floor? This is a shooting foul, no? Siakam's playing like shit and has 9 points. This is what he does, man. Inbound coming by the Raptors. Shot clock, game clock separated by about 2.5 seconds. That's weird. Why did it change? Okay, it's 2.5 seconds shot clock, game clock difference. Siakam, pass, contact, can't hit the layup. Good look there. Raptors will finish the half with the ball. 7.5 seconds. Sally's Bounty James, do you have statistical verification of this? I'd love to see it. What his averages are in ESPN games. Send a link to the chat of where you got that. VanVleet for 3, no good. This should end the half here. Giannis full court. I don't think he got it off anyways. Doesn't go. All right. To be honest, second quarter finished 26-26. So back on track as far as the second quarter comes to offense. First quarter was just so bad that, it's a low-scoring game. It's 39-38. Raptors have been down by 9 points, as many as that, and they're back in the game now. It really can't get much worse than this. We'll be better second half. Let's see if it's enough to take down an injury-depleted Milwaukee Bucks team. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to put my head in my hands for about 20 seconds as well to just rejuvenate myself. And we'll be back for the second half in just a moment here. When I come back for the second half, I'll take you through the horrifically hilarious box scores and team stats from this game so far. Stay tuned on Amateur. Don't go anywhere. And while I'm away, please drop a like if you're enjoying and consider subscribing for more content just like this. I'm not going to skip the box score, Matthew. I'm going to do it in just a second. I have to use the bathroom. That's all. All right, we've just seen one of the most exciting halves of basketball in NBA history. And thankfully, it's, ESPN don't come to Toronto very often. But they came down and they have an all-time classic. Milwaukee lead the Raptors 39-38 at the half. It's been a riveting affair with just offensive output on display. Let's go to the box score from this game. So, starters, nobody's playing well. Not one. Your least bad has been Fred VanVleet here. He's 4 for 11 from the field. And just as the game was kind of slipping away from the Raptors, just turned on the aggression. And you know what? Say what you want. He's 1 for 6 from 3 as... I just feel like there's something wrong with that name. Okay. Thank you so much for subscribing, though. Welcome to the Amateur Army. I just don't feel comfortable saying that name. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Army. And hope you enjoy the content that we're providing for every Raptors game like this. All right. Back to the scores here. Fred VanVleet really kept us in this. Not with his 3-point shooting, far from it, but with his aggression, the 3 steals, the 13 points. Siakam has been very poor as well, but he's got 9 points. Like, things are going to pick up as we get into the second half. Surely. OG, I mean, everybody's struggling. I don't need to say it for everybody. 2 for 7 with 3 rebounds. This is just the thing about Scotty Barnes, man. Because there's all these, like, last game, I thought he was absolutely outstanding. And then there's games like today where he's just completely invisible on the court. I don't know what it is. I really just, I don't know what it is. Gary Trent, after a really good run, has been misfiring as well, but 9 points there. Off the bench, Raptors have 3 points. It's not unlike the Raptors have nothing coming from their bench. From their Bucks perspective, everybody was crying pre-game, like just in agony about the prospect of facing Giannis. And we have nobody who can stop Giannis. It's going to be such an ugly game because we cannot stop Giannis. He's got 8 points. 8. And I'm not saying he can't go off for 30 in the second half, but he's human. He does have 11 rebounds, though. Jesus Christ. Connaughton is the hottest player and the only player having a good game tonight. He is 4 for 7 from 3 with 12 points. This is a guy not having a great season, but is sniping tonight. Portis is 2 for 9. Lopez is 0 for 5. This is a weird game. This is where it gets ugly. We're shooting 26% from the field and 12% from 3. 2 for 17 from 3. 13 for 50. I wouldn't be laughing if they weren't as bad as we are because they're only up by 1 here. They've got 33% from the field. Because of Connaughton, though, they're at 36% from 3. We've just gone to the line a little bit more. Rebounding also killing us, man. They've got 37 rebounds tonight. 8 of those offensive. I think 5 of them occur on the same possession, but the defensive rebound, just the simple fact of the matter is the Raptors are missing so many shots and they're grabbing these rebounds. They're also just straight up getting more rebounds than us. Anyways, what's saving the Raptors and the horrific shooting is, once again, turnovers. We forced 14, terminology-wise, we forced 14 turnovers. Game actuality-wise, we probably forced like 7, 8, 9, and they've just thrown the ball away a few times. But 12 points off those turnovers. You've only committed 2. Is it, the best way to keep yourself in basketball games? No, but it is a way. And based on how you're shooting tonight, thank God you're forcing them into those turnovers. It is what it is. Points to paint, 12 to 18. I'd like to see that number go up just because, these aren't falling. So get your ass in the paint and try to hit from there. I don't know. Do something different because this is bad. And again, going to remind you guys that unfortunately, this was the game that ESPN decided to come to Toronto for. And ESPN, no Middleton, no Drew Holiday, no Hill, and no Ingles for them. So very, very unfortunately, you just have to deal with this game. Where the Raptors, look, they're favored to win. It's only a 5-point spread. So, as down bad as the Bucks have been, the Raptors aren't expected to blow out or anything. But, I mean, the biggest thing at the moment should be win the damn game for Toronto. As bad as you've been, they've been as bad as you. So just go and work and do your job in the second half. And again, this is a winnable position to be in. Forget all about as bad as it was. Just go win this basketball game. That's what you're here to do. Fix it up in the second half. Can you shoot a little bit less from three? Sure, but I'd say, like, especially the first, like, few minutes where the Raptors missed, like, 15 shots in a row. Not joking. You had really good looks in mid-range. You had looks from three. You had looks to the rim. They weren't fucking showing, man. You isn't showcasing Raptors taking for Wemby. We're down by 1 here. The over was 223. It's not going to go over. Matt, any thoughts on DeMar Hamlin and people blaming the vaccine? You're a real fucking. I think like you're really got to check your goddamn priorities if you want to use a poor young man's near death, possible death, to push a vaccination agenda. And I'm not going to go any further because it's obviously not that. Guy's fighting for his life in the hospital, and that's what people bring up. I really don't like it. He got a good day in the hospital, apparently, though. It looks like things are trending in the right direction, but still, ways to go there, of course. Well, it's just. I mean, I'm not a doctor. From what I've seen, it's like a super fluky. Everything lined up perfectly with the collision, where it collided, and his positioning. Freak incident. Thankfully, the best place to have a heart attack is in the hospital. Second best place to have a heart attack, probably an NFL stadium during prime time. Skip's a moron. I feel like Skip, a lot of the time, he lives off clicks. Whether that's bad or good publicity, whatever it is, all publicity is good publicity, I think, in Skip Bayless's mind. I genuinely think a lot of his takes in general are designed to get a rise out of people, are designed for people to post, to make him more famous. If so, he's done so successfully. I can't imagine he's that dense. You know what I mean? But you know what? He's stuck with his comments. He's like, as horrible as they are, I can't believe he didn't even backtrack on them in any way whatsoever. Like a guy was fighting for his life on field. I think sometimes we have to recognize that things are a little bit more important. Things are a little bit more important than football, than sports sometimes. A young man's life, 1 year older than me, was on the line, literally on the line. And people are worried about a football game. I think it's crazy. I did see the thing on Undisputed. And Shannon Sharp, like, oh my goodness, the profound professionalism of Shannon Sharp there. For real, like, not even sarcastic. Shannon Sharp wasn't even going to address the comments. Shannon Sharp just wanted to make the segment, his opening monologue, about DeMar Hamlin. He just wanted to talk about DeMar Hamlin and his thoughts there. He didn't bring up Skip's tweet. He didn't bring that up. He just wanted the segment to open up about football brotherhood and DeMar Hamlin. Skip interrupts him to make it about himself. And Shannon called him out on it. But Skip completely interrupts the whole thing. Did he? I don't recall him bringing it up. But okay, if he did, the point of what Shannon Sharp was saying was he did not want to make it about the tweet. He wanted to make it about DeMar Hamlin. He did not want to go. He was not an attack on Skip Bayless, what he was doing. He was trying to make it about DeMar Hamlin. And then Skip came in and tried to make it about himself, as he normally would. And Sharp, I think Sharp was fully within his right to go towards, disagree with the tweet, sure. But the segment wasn't designed to go at Skip. The segment was designed to speak about DeMar Hamlin. That's what I'm saying. I think Shannon Sharp was within his right to get up and beat the piss out of Skip Bayless, first of all. And second of all, obviously don't do that. Second of all, I think Shannon Sharp was in his right to leave. That's crazy. The fact that Shannon Sharp continued on that show at that point is crazy to me. It is nice seeing Skip put in his place, though. I mean, I don't watch that show. I just saw a clip. I hate Skip Bayless. Again, as a content creator in this space, what irks me the most is when my authenticity is called into question. The most disrespectful thing to me to hear is when my authenticity is called into question. Meaning, if I'm manufacturing a take, I get so angry when somebody accuses me of like manufacturing a take or overblowing something just to make a video more popular, because I think as a content creator with the following, obviously microscopic compared to the size of Skip Bayless's, but like authenticity is all you. It's just, you have to have that. You have to be authentic to your audience and authentic to yourself and say what you believe. And I think it's just disgusting when people make stuff up and just create a hot take just to get clicks, just to get views. I hate it. Look, nothing I can do about it. All I can do is just do what I do, my thing on here. But I really don't like that. But I appreciate that, James. Look, that's what I try to preach here. That's what I do here, and I want people to watch the content here because they like what I'm doing, not because I'm manufacturing some hot takes to be more popular. Because I hate when people do that. All right, there you go. I care about my community and the people that are involved in it. I'd rather have like 13,100 people who who love the content, support the brand, who enjoy what I have to say the way I want to say it. Because all I do, I say what I want to say. Every video, every stream, it's just my opinion. It's nothing else. It's all organic, authentic to me. And I'd rather have 13,100 people that support that than 50,000 who don't. All right, enough on that. Back to the game. Raptors down by 3 after an early bucket there from Giannis. Let's get into it, everybody. I got you guys. Thank you so much for the kind words. All right. Appreciate it, everybody. Really. We're going to have a good year here. 4 days into it. We're going to have a good year. We've had a great start to 2023. I've got a good feeling about this year. First things first, Raptors have a game to win. Down by 3. Javon Carter at the buzzer for 3, off the mark. As bad as it's been, it's a winnable game. You're trying to win basketball games. Can you go do it? And an offensive foul called against Siakam there. Challenge has been used, but I think that was the right call. That's his third. Next highlighted Bucks on TNT. I think every Bucks game is on like ESPN or TNT along those lines. Here's Giannis. Will he explode second half? Layup is good there. OG wanted an offensive foul. Won't get it. 5-point game. Totally winnable. You had a good look. Second quarter, he scored 26. That's acceptable, of course. How did Trent fall there? It's out of bounds. It's a Bucks ball. What just happened? Giannis, one-on-one with OG. Driving inside, losing it, but fouled. So Giannis has come out with a big intent to get the Bucks going here. You can see Giannis, the frustration kind of in the way he's playing at the moment. Raptors have to weather this storm a little bit, and they got to start finding ways to get some points here. At the line, Giannis. He's not a given to hit these. look, it's okay to be negative. It's okay to be, upset with the offensive performance. But I'm not like some guy who only cares. Like, you can't say anything bad about any of the players of the team. I'm just like, keep in reality here. Like 5 minutes into a game, thinking like the season's over. It's already over. The game's already over. Like that, overblowing it, I don't like. But the Raptors were terrible. Nice bucket there by Trent in mid-range. They were bad in the first half, for sure. Giannis layup, another foul is called. Giannis just head down is getting to the line. Holding back Giannis' bit. He's come out with fire in his chest to start this one. Chance to make it 7 point. Yeah, Giannis said, I'm going to do this now. This will be a bad loss, though. Look, the Bucks have given you every opportunity to be winning this game. If you lose this, you got to have a big look at yourself the way you played, for sure. Nick Nurse should get a beating. Nick Nurse should slap the shit out of some of these guys. Should have slapped the shit out of them at halftime, man. Reminder, guys, if you're enjoying the content, please make sure you have dropped a like. Let's try to get to 100 likes on today's stream. Yeah, I remember the Giannis to Toronto thing. It was always possible, but Giannis achieved the greatest goal. He stayed loyal and won a chip for his team. I gotta say, I'm envious. Siakam going to Trent. We'll check on this subscription just a second here. Siakam stepping back on Giannis in mid-range. Ooh, Pascal. Tyler Theroux. Tyler, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. I do one like this for every Raptors game. And I have videos coming out all throughout the week. Thank you for supporting. Gary Trent to OG. Corner 3 is good. Back to a 2-point game. Join Tyler by subscribing to the channel. Like I said, live stream watch parties for all Raptors games and also videos that break down and analyze this team all throughout the week, usually on the off days. So video coming out tomorrow. Grayson Allen layup and 1. Wow, Scotty Barnes is not playing well today. It's just like he has. I've said it with Scotty. Like the good games are the one-offs. The good games are like the consistency is the poor performance, and he has like the good game against Indiana. And I think that Indiana game, I'm thinking this is like this is what we need. Orchestrating the offense, he played so well against Indiana. Then you have a game like today where he's just invisible on both ends of the floor. Need a little bit more consistency. Come on, man. Come on, Scotty. Here's Barnes now. Gives it to OG. Why not shoot that? Wide open 3 for OG. Bang. Why not shoot it? OG brings it back to a 2-point game after the Grayson Allen and 1. It's 50-48. Scoring, it's just starting to come back in this game now. It was a bad first quarter. Second quarter was normal. It was 26-26 in the second quarter. It was just a ridiculously bad first quarter for both teams. Connaughton for 3. Can't stay hot. Rebound OG. Chance to tie or take the lead now. VanVleet to Gary Trent. This 3 doesn't go, and OG misses the putback. Like, man, oh man. Lopez, no field goals in the first half, and loses it there. Turned over. Here come the Raptors the other way. 7:47 left. Trent to Barnes. You have Grayson Allen, bro. You have Grayson Allen. You spins off and misses the layup. Should have kicked that out. Carter to Giannis. Giannis going to pull the 3. Giannis well short. Nice box out by OG on Lopez there. VanVleet. Let OG cook. Siakam corner 3 off the mark. Had some space. Siakam's a good corner 3 shooter. Mostly left corner, but the shot's okay. All right. Little bit of I mean, look, offense is starting to come back. Game is starting to feel like an actual basketball game here. It's a 2-point game. Just get some of your guys going. Just get some of your guys going here. And we're going to be, and we can win this game. You still have more talent on paper today with all these injuries. Go find a way to win this game. Yo, who is Scotty Barnes' agent? How is he getting all these commercials? What has he done now? He's done Google Pixel. He's done Subway, Bowlway. He's doing Axe now. Is there anything that I don't think there's anything that's missing? The 3 commercials. I saw a tweet. Every commercial in the Raptors game is either Scotty Barnes or a betting website, and it's pretty accurate. Sorry, I was checking something. How's Canada doing? Let's have a look. Oh, it's 5-2. How about them Canadians? Looking like, barring a monumental collapse, looking like they will head to the final. It's a rematch. The mighty Czechia. How does Boban have more commercials than Pascal? Boban's a marketable guy, I guess. Yeah, that is interesting. Siakam is the best player on the Raptors. I can't recall a single commercial that he's done. It's crazy that Giannis has no bag, yet is like the best player in the league. Not even genuinely, he's a rim running merchant, but he's so damn good at it that he averages over 30 a game. Is a 2-time MVP, scored 50 in a championship clinching game. You can't stop him. Oh, he's having to do a Hudson Bay, but did he have any speaking lines to that, or was just modeling the stuff? I think he was just modeling the clothing. Yeah, I saw the OG and VanVleet ad. VanVleet's done like Siakam did the peanut butter and jelly commercial, right? With VanVleet. That's what I remember. Yeah. PB&J. But hey, whoever Barnes' agent is, I mean, look, shout out Barnes. He's trying to grow his personal brand. He does the Twitch. He does the YouTube stuff. He does the advertisements. From a personal brand standpoint, he's checking all the boxes here. Pascal got a PlayStation skin. I don't remember that, actually. Anyways, back in the game here. 50-48. Here's Connaughton out to Portis. Has a lane. Puts it up. And it. 52-48. Boucher in for Barnes already. Barnes just torrid tonight. OG, good cooking. Can't hit this 3, though. Raptors have, as Giannis called for the carry. Wow. They should call that every possession, man. Listen, VanVleet, whether or not he needs to go, I promise you there's been a lot more wrong with tonight's performance. Not saying I disagree with you, but tonight I don't think is the Fred slander night. Not that he's been good. He's probably been our best, though. VanVleet kick to Boucher. Deep 2 for Boucher. Wow, that wasn't even close. Boucher, why is Boucher playing? Allen to Portis. Facing up with Siakam. Allen now. Good switch by Pascal. It's a foul. That's 4 on Pascal. We need him to play, man. Siakam got to stay a bit more disciplined, buddy. Well, Maxey was before us. It would be different if, Maxey was taken, if we passed on him, like Desmond Bane. We passed on him. Maxey went 21st or 20th. Boucher, he's just like, Boucher's not good enough to consistently get buckets on the inside. And they don't respect his shot because he can't hit a shot right now. He doesn't have anything offensively other than energy and threes. But when he's not hitting his threes, he has no space to get to the rim because nobody respects his three-point shot. Like, the three-pointer is a vital part of his game. He just does not have it right now. What role player would be good for us? Josh Richardson, I'd like, with a Pirtle trade if that happens. But again, like, do we need to make a winning trade or should we make a losing trade? OG, corner three. Another one doesn't go for OG. Hot start to the quarter, has cooled off. It's not unlike an NBA player to struggle season 2. But it's, you call it what it is. Today it's been a really bad game for him. Another turnover by the Bucks. Raptors with a transition. Look, Fred should have passed to Boucher there. Gary Trent with Giannis on him. This is, give it to somebody else. VanVleet for 2. Short on the jumper. And the cold stretch is happening again here for the Raptors. Fortunately, Milwaukee not punishing after another turnover by the Bucks. Raptors need to play they can drive. They need another one. Because obviously, Siakam can. Listen, good eye. I'm not saying VanVleet's playing well. I ain't saying that. I'm saying the problems go well beyond him today. Good eye. Listen, I've not disagreed with you. Just like today's not the day for. So a whole lot of worse things going on. Fred in mid-range. This one drops. All right, same spot. Got it back. All right, nice move. Nice move. Fred is 6 for 15, but is also like on par with everybody else today. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's been good. Here's Giannis with a Chua on him. Giannis in mid-range, well short. Got to board it. Yep. OG rebound. Here we come the other way with Fred. Fred for 3. Bang! Nothing but net. And Fred gets a couple of quick buckets to fire the Raptors back into this game. 53-53. Keep the defense going. Nwora. Layup past Boucher is good. The offense has slowed down again in this quarter a little bit, it seems. I know it's like not great, but it's not horrible. Achua for 3. No way. No. Rebound by Achua. Okay. Achua floater. No good. Oy vey. Don't bring my mother into this. Lopez fouled and won. I think that's Lopez's first made field goal. It is. Team just having it's been a bad shooting day. I don't think this is dressing room related. All right, 4-point game on the Lopez miss, 57-53. Still in this game, can still win this game. If you go like 2 minutes of a hot streak for 2 minutes, you're going to win this game at this rate. VanVleet working on Carter. Nice kick to Achua. Extra pass to Flynn. You got to shoot Malkai. Why did he just not... Fred does a great job to kick. And a nice extra pass to Flynn. He's just got to catch. He's got to be ready to shoot that. He's just got to straight up catch and shoot that. That's weird. I'm fully on the Prince Achua hype. It's just he's coming back from injury, where before the injury he wasn't playing well. Like, he needs time to get back into rhythm for sure. He was outstanding last season, Achua. Portis gets the offensive rebound. Got to box out, guys. 59-53. Timeout called. Just Raptors have been unable to manufacture a lead like this. It's just the offense. So unreliable today. Oh, my God. Chua can be an excellent player. I'm high on him. Wasn't happy with the start of the season, but like you said, from the All-Star break onward last year, he was a different man. I think Siakam will be an All-Star, regardless. Make sure you guys vote today, by the way. Fred isn't bad, True's atrocious finisher. Well, this year he's been atrocious at both. Trying to see what the consensus on Twitter is. Yeah, the world is ending. Somebody photoshopped Fred into a Shanghai Sharks jersey. Look, I'm not saying Fred has been good. I'm not saying this, okay? That being said, Fred has 18 points, which is highest in the team by a wide margin. He's 6 for 15. As bad as Siakam, 4 for 13. As bad as OG, 4 for 13. As bad as Trent, 4 for 13. It's been better than all these guys. I'm not saying he's been playing well, but literally everybody else in the team is playing worse today. So, Fred criticism, I understand it in general. Would I like him traded by the deadline? I'd say yes. But it's clearly not, he is not the sole reason why the Raptors are struggling. Everybody equally bad. We all suck together. And again, I'm not saying Fred is playing well. I am not saying that. I'd even mentioned the fact that Scotty Barnes is 0 for 3 and has done nothing but cardio all game. Just saying, like people are saying this team is trash because of Fred VanVleet. It's a very gross underassessment of the situation. You're just looking for a scapegoat, a single one particular reason why the team is struggling. There's a whole multitude of reasons why this team is 16-21. Why they are shooting so poorly today. Fred has not helped, but he hasn't been the only thing causing the issues. It's still a winnable game. You can't just dump the bench. It's still a winnable game here. Look, if the Raptors lose this, it won't be because of Fred. It'll be because the whole team played like ass, including him. But people will make it out to be just about him, which is not the reason we're in this spot right now. He is, in fact, he's been the best player on the floor, as I mentioned. All right. Coming back out of a timeout. 59-53. It's going to be one of the most low-scoring games of the year. Not winnable. Down by 6 with 15 minutes to go. It's impossible. A mountain too high to climb. All right, come on. Get going out of timeout here. Get a bucket. 8 seconds. What play has been drawn up? Get into Achua there. Nice pass, and Achua puts it in. All right. Nice assist by Fred. Good bucket by Achua. We'll take it. 4-point game. 4-point game. Remember to like up the stream if you guys are enjoying, please. Support the content. Take a second out of your day. Beauchamp for 3. Off the mark. Rebound Portis. Rebounding's been a problem too. Portis turning. Missing the layup. Rebound by Flynn. What can we do? The other side of the court. Malkai to Achua. Nice. Not a nice pass. And Nwara steals it. Nwara handoff to Beauchamp. Layup is good. Those plays kill you, man. It should be 2 on the other end. It's a transition opportunity that should be an easy 2, and it turned into 2 for them. Can't have it. Can't have that. It's a really bad 5 on the floor, by the way. It's a really bad 5 for the Raptors. Hernan Gomez, don't even know what he was aiming with that pass. That wasn't going anywhere good. This is a bad 5. Flynn, VanVleet, Juancho, Boucher, and Achua. This is a disgusting 5-man unit right now. How the hell is this lineup going to score anything? Foul by Carter. There'll be another side out for the Raptors. I don't know what Nurse is thinking with this. Sure, the hate is because VanVleet's, sure, he's getting paid more than others. He's not making much more than Gary. He's not making that much more than OG. Part of it, yeah, is compounded by the contract, but $21 million in the modern NBA, like, you're barely scratching. You're nowhere near the top of the league's payroll. Carter driving inside. Tough layup is no good. Got to get the rebound, and we do with Boucher. Well, you got to rest guys at some point. It's just you can rotate differently than having to use this 5-man unit. That's what I'm saying. We need a better playmaking guard. I'm not disagreeing at all. A playmaking guard is necessary for sure. Any shooters? Josh Richardson having a really good year from 3. VanVleet at the line, chipping into this a little bit more. 61-56 now. No doubting yet. They've been using Flynn. I agree Down should get a little bit more time. I've liked him in his little spots. He's a guy who can score. Prezachua defending Portis. Damn, nice bucket. Nice old school bucket by Bobby Portis. 63-57. 50 seconds to go in the third. Not unreachable here. Off the pace, though. VanVleet to Boucher, who throws it down. Finally getting Chris Boucher going in this game. Portis, 4-point game. Carter to Mamukavashvili. Now Beauchamp. Beauchamp inside, and a charge drawn by Boucher. Nice sequence for Boucher. Gets the bucket and forces the turnover. What happens to Lon? He's been getting more minutes in the G League. They're going with Flynn. Like, I don't think you can give Flynn and Delano consistent minutes to like both of them. Right now, Flynn is the one they're going with. VanVleet step back for 3, off the mark, rebound by Portis. Mamukavashvili for 3, no good. And that will end the quarter. Raptors down 4. You think like the perception of this game is very much focused and fixated on the first quarter's bad. Like, that quarter wasn't great, but I can't defend it. It has not been good. But of all the issues today, of all that has gone wrong and has not been good, you're down by 4 going into the fourth quarter. It's a very winnable game. You're right there. You can get out here and make this one happen. Get over the line. As bad, as horrible as it's been, you're down by 4 going into the fourth quarter. Okay? You get hot. You hit a couple big shots. You're going to win this basketball game. Let's go through the stats from the game. So Giannis with 8 points first half. Had 8 in that third quarter. Is up to 16 points. Other than that, Connaughton slowed down. Portis picked it up a bit, but, everybody's been bad. Beauchamp's actually a decent game. Raptors side of things, look, Fred has not been good. He's been by far the best Raptor. He's 6 for 16. He's got 20 points. It's not good, but it's better than everybody else. And my God, have we needed it today from somebody. Siakam's 4 for 13. OG, I know he's 4 for 13. Trent is 4 for 13. Barnes has been a ghost out there running cardio. Bench has done nothing again. We needed something. Fred's being aggressive. At least he's helping with the point department because he's got a third of our points. Field goal percentages. We're shooting 30 and 19. They're shooting 36 and 28. They've got way more rebounds. We've got way more turnovers forced. We forced them to 19 turnovers to our 7. It's an ugly game. It's going to come down to some big shots. Which team's going to get him? Let's see. Can Siakam get back in and take over this game? If he does, you might be able to win it. It's just disaster game for both teams. But at the end of the day, somebody's got to win it. Who's going to be the one that does it? Let's see. If you guys are enjoying the content, again, please remember to subscribe to Amateur Hour Sports for a live stream watch party like this for every single Raptors game. And you can also subscribe to enjoy the videos that come out all throughout the week that break down and analyze the Raptors. You love the Raptors, you're going to love Amateur Hour Sports. Please make sure you're subscribed. Also, easiest thing to do to support the channel is just straight up take a second out of your day, scroll a little bit, drop a like on the content. It helps us get some more recommended pages. As this game comes down to the wire potentially, we want to get as many people in here enjoying the content as possible. So dropping that like does help me out a lot, even though it seems insignificant to you. I hate how little we play our bench, but then again, I'm trying to win a basketball game. I can't have Wancho doing nothing. I can't have Flynn doing nothing. I can't have Boucher going like 2 for 7 with 4 points. There's just such a talent gap from the starters to bench that there's like almost no choice. And it's not like the bench is playing well and you're limiting their minutes. It's they're not doing anything, and you have no choice sometimes but to take them out. But yeah, Bucks are 40 chessing this one, slowing the pace down to help him out. Barnes barely playing because he's doing literally nothing. He's doing literally nothing today. He's doing cardio. But what I'm saying is, when Barnes isn't playing well, his minutes gets punished. But when Fred is really struggling, I mean, tonight, not the case, but when Fred is really struggling, he just gets his minutes normally. Yeah, if you lose to the Bucks, no Middleton, no Holiday, I'm ready to just focus on the draft, let's say. Fred is struggling, but he's been the best Raptor by a good margin tonight. Giannis going forward and fouled again. You're going to head to the line here. Fred has 20 points. Scottie Barnes has 0. There's a difference there. Because he is selfish. Well, look, nobody else is scoring, so I am all for the selfish tonight. I'd rather have Fred selfishly score 20 points than Scottie Barnes scores 0 while also doing nothing else. I mean, you just got to get 2 minutes into the fourth and then get Siakam back in and pray. Or Siakam is in, sorry. What am I saying? Siakam will finish the game from here. Lineup-wise, I'm okay with this lineup. You have Malachi Flynn to handle the ball, OG, Gary Trent, Siakam, and then I'd kind of like to see Koloko, but here's Flynn for 3. Christ. Man, Flynn had 2 good weeks and fooled me. Beauchamp to Portis. Damn. Nice stop there. Here we go the other way. 64-59. Gary Trent steps into a 3. Rims out. Nice rebound by Boucher, but misses the putback. A good chance there. Gotta take these, Boucher. Giannis, triple team comes. Kicks to Connaughton. I don't even know who this is. 3 is long, but back to Beauchamp on the rebound. Inside to Giannis, he's fouled. Get Boucher out, please. Just don't really want to deal with you right now, man. All right, Fred tonight, leading the team in points. Fred tonight, over half of the Raptors' assists have been Fred VanVleet's tonight. Has he been playing great? No, but he's been by far the best Raptor tonight. He has 6 assists. The entire team has 11, including his 6. He has 20 points. The entire team has 59. He has more than a third of the entire points and more than half of all assists. I'm not saying we should keep him past the deadline. I'm saying you should trade by them. But tonight, you're trying to win a game. He's helping you do that. Gary Trent, driving inside with the right, gets the shot to go. 65-61. Oh, they're fouling the shit out of Giannis. Absolutely. Fred Shormo's chat. That's very far-fetched. Shorter than me. Giannis throws it right out of bounds. 4-point game. I wish both teams could lose. Like, I wish the NBA could step in and say, you know what? Both teams take an L for this game. Because y'all stink. Call it a draw. You know what? We'll take a tie. Both teams take a tie. Gary Trent, step back 3. No good. Long rebound to Siakam. Come on, get Pascal going. Good matchup here for Pascal. Giannis comes to the double. Out to Barnes. Barnes for his first basket. Rims out the 3. Barnes still 0 points in this game. Matt Devlin calls it old school gritty Eastern Conference game. I call it shit. Giannis layup. Fouled it. How is that a foul? It didn't even look like he got touched. This is a very telling game that you need to pick a direction for this team. Because this very evidently is not it. It's so bad that it's funny. It's so bad that it's funny. Like, I generally cannot get that mad. It's hilarious how bad it is. Like you know, we were down we could be down 90-61 right now. It wouldn't be funny, but it's just both teams are so bad. It's hilarious. Nobody's using the health excuse, man. Let's go win this basketball game. That's observation I hadn't considered. The Raptors are losing this game, and the Bucks aren't healthy. Sky is blue. Grass is green. Barnes misses a 3. Raptors are losing this game right now. All known things. Allen to Giannis. Fuck off. Oh, even Giannis is knocking 3s. Come on, man. On Team Fire Nurse. I am like the furthest thing from it. Bro, tell me what coach is getting like a playoff, a good playoff seed with this team. He has to play Juancho Hernan-Gomez, this version of Chris Boucher, Malachi Flynn, consistent minutes. He's got to start Fred VanVleet every game. He's getting 0 points to Scotty Barnes. Like, what on earth can Nurse do with this team? He's been given a team with no playmaking point guard. He's been given a team with no rim protector. Hardly any offensive threat in a half court. One offensive weapon in the half court, really. Maybe 2. This team's junk, man. Like Delano Bant. If listen, if you want to make Jeff Doughton Jr., who was not an NBA player last year, very briefly for 3 teams last year, if you want to make Jeff Doughton Jr. and Delano Banton your saviors because they're not getting minutes, that should be a big message to you that there is a fundamental issue. You are literally saying Jeff Doughton and Delano Banton can be the answer here. That is how far down we have gone right now, that we have to go through these guys as potential options. They should not even be sniffing NBA rotations in general, but we are so down bad that this is a perceived answer. This team is just garbage. It's I don't think the 6'9", like having a team full of 6'9" guys wouldn't work. You're not really giving it a fair shot. I'm not trying to call you out, Lachlan. I'm not trying to call you out. I'm just saying like you can't. A chef is as good as the groceries. You got to put good groceries in the fridge to get a good meal. You know, you give a chef like expired milk and crusty cereal, you ain't gonna get a good meal, no matter how good the chef is. You know what I mean? The dish is as good as the ingredients, no matter who's cooking it. Now, I'm gonna say I'm not saying Nurse has been great this year. I've had my criticisms for him. I think the half-court offense has been worse than it should be. I think the defense has been a lot worse than it should be. Nurse should be getting more out of the players he has. He's not, and that is a problem as well. But the problem goes far beyond, I think, Nurse. The front office is to blame. I think mostly a lot of guys are just straight up underperforming. A lot of players are straight up not playing well. I'd say players more than anything are an issue, but front office is an issue. Coaching is an issue as well. But like this isn't a fireable thing for Nick Nurse. Sure, more complex dishes. But to get to those more complex dishes, he needs to have more complex ingredients. Franz is never going fourth. And Barnes has a whole career ahead of him. Let's not say he can never be a good player. Tonight, it's a disaster. He's running cardio. But to suggest he can never be a good player is crazy. Raptors have gone cold here, by the way. They're down 11 now. OG in mid-range. Big bucket there. It's just a metaphor. Let's not focus on the metaphor. The metaphor is Nurse has a shit team. They can't do anything with him. Lopez scores again. 75-63. Milwaukee have taken their foot on here. This, if you lose this, you're done. You really are done. This is a bad team. You really are done. I think you got to try and get a first-round pick out of Fred. McDaniels, I mean, that'd be kind of nice. How much does it solve, though? I don't know. He can only do so much with his roster. He should be getting more out of it, but it is what it is. I have no issues with him whatsoever. No issues. I'm sure he does great content. I don't really watch other YouTubers. Again, this is no knock against anybody. I tell people this all the time. I prefer not to watch Raptors videos because I don't want those opinions to skew my own. I don't want that to have an effect on me because I want you to come to my channel and all of my opinions are organic, straight from the dome because I haven't even watched anything else. So how can I take somebody else's opinion and make it my own if I haven't even seen him? That's my philosophy. But I'm under the opinion that if like a Raptors YouTuber is doing well, we all eat. So there's no competition to me. We're all on the same team because if NBA Chev brings in 1,000 people to the Raptors YouTube community, well, that's 1,000 people that might enjoy my videos that are all of a sudden on the platform as well. Goes vice versa. Barnes looking for his first bucket. Won't get it. Misses a layup. But a foul has been called. Barnes, 0 points. We are in the fourth quarter. He's 0 for 6. He has 0 points. Fred VanVleet, Boucher, Dylan Brooks, Danny Green. Sorry. Why would they trade Dylan Brooks? Doesn't make any sense. Why would they want Fred? They have John Morant. Barnes blocked on the layup, but a foul has been called. Barnes will be heading to the line for his first time. Do I think Nick Nurse problem? No. Sorry, you weren't here probably. We just went through a discussion. Nick Nurse is a chef with shit ingredients. Essentially. I know a lot of you guys are big fans of NBA Chef. Hey, he must do some great stuff. Props to him. Barnes, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding. No, you actually, I know, I'm sorry. I'm just frustrated in general. I'm not, my bad. That's on me. All right. Barnes has 0 points tonight. And he just missed both free throws. Here he is, another layup. Oh, dunk, bang. Scotty Barnes, bang. 2 points, first bucket of the night. All 6'9" lineup can work. You need to have the right players for it, which we don't. Overall, I prefer not to go that direction anymore. You need crafty point guards. You need rim protectors. We just don't have those things. I disagree. I believe it can work. It just, right now, it is not the right pieces. I think it's more difficult to make work than a traditional lineup. I'll say that. It is more difficult to make that work than a traditional lineup. It's not impossible to make it work. Like, could Scotty Barnes be the point guard for that team? Yeah, and then you have Gary Trent with it. Good shooter. OG, good shooter. Siakam, the slasher. And then you have like a guy who can rim protect that size, which those are out there, more difficult to come by. It doesn't make sense to fixate on that when it'd be easier just to get like a 6'11", 7 rim protector. You could do it, but it would be easier just to get like a 6'2", 6'3" crafty point guard. You know what I mean? So to say it doesn't work, I think is incorrect. It is harder to make work, so I'd rather not do it. Oh, ESPN should make fun of us. This team is shit. Legit, see that. We've had 3 years to do it. I don't know. We've had 3 years to get one. I don't think Nurse is the issue here. Vucevic. I cannot stress how much I don't want Vucevic. He is not a good defender and is overpaid. No. We don't need to be that desperate. We're gonna lose this game. It looks like I am. I am very much prepared to sell some guys, bring in some youth, bring in some picks, focus on the draft. This is a disaster of a season. There's tons of problems. Tank video. I mean, yeah, it'll probably be an identity video. I think Fred will. They'll attempt. I think it'll be a. Listen, I don't think it's about me seeing the light. I think it's about me wanting to give this team time. Time's up. I still believe this team had potential, but time is up. Time to make some decisions about the future. Tomorrow's video will likely be about the identity. It'll be something along the lines of the Raptors having an identity crisis. I don't think it's Nick Nurse again. People will make it about him. I don't think it's him. As I mentioned, a chef is only as good as the ingredients in the cabinet. VanVleet for 3. Another one's no good. 6 minutes left. Allen for 3. The Bucks, this is a bad Bucks team. They have no Middleton. They have no Holiday. They're 8-9 away from home. No George Hill. No Joe Ingles. They are treading around 500 to start 9-0. They're having a bad night, and you're still losing by 13. We're pretty much healthy. No Otto Porter. We're pretty much healthy. This is. I think this is the lowest. This is not Connaughton another 3. It's a 16-point game. This is not a ending the Rockets' 20-game losing streak in the Tampa season or 21-game losing streak. It's not quite that. Feels we're getting pretty close. Allen for 3. I think I would have ended the stream if he hit that. This is a disaster of a game. Make no mistake about it. I can't see this, like, I can't see the point of continuing with this team. Why would they trade for Otto Porter Jr.? The guy's injured. Yeah, at least the Tampa season, you're in Tampa. You had all those health and safety protocols things. But this year you don't. You're supposed to be good, but you aren't. And look, everybody's trying to find one thing. It's so many things. Front office misconstruction, no guards, no proper point guards, no rim protectors, no depth, not enough shooting. Front office hasn't done that. Nick Nurse hasn't instilled a defensive philosophy and an offensive philosophy that can be executed on a night-to-night consistent basis. Team has no identity on defense. Team has no identity on offense. Coaching staff has not done enough there. Players like Fred VanVleet have been consistently underperforming, not shooting well enough. Scotty Barnes is, nights like tonight, he's a ghost. He's doing cardio. Other nights, he's amazing. You got to find some sort of consistency there. The bench gave you 7 points against the Pacers when the Pacers were at 54 bench points. It kind of sums up what the bench has. There are so many things fundamentally wrong with the team here. To suggest it's one thing or one other thing is just a gross misconception and oversimplification. There's so many things that are problematic here. You're getting ripped apart by a bad Milwaukee team. This is a bad team. You're playing a bad Milwaukee team today. It was with the key injuries. You should have easily won this game. You're down by 19 at home. People paid a lot of money for this game, man. People pay lots of money to be at these games. I think time is up on this team. Time to focus on your future assets. I can't see a reason to continue trying to win games. It was funny earlier when Milwaukee was also like really bad, but now they're not, and we have just like, if anything, gotten worse. This team stinks. This team is absolute garbage, man. Like, no other way to say it. This team stinks. It's going nowhere. Like, this team just can't, there's nowhere for it to go. You're going to be 16-22. A lot of games left, but this team, like, they're just not going to be able to do anything. And there's no reason to be bad. There's no reason to be this bad. We're never going to be on an ESPN game again. ESPN's never coming to Toronto again. Any like misconception about the Raptors, I mean, maybe it's not a misconception this season, but any misconception, it's like, it's true. This team seems hot garbage, man. I don't know what to say. You got to play 3 more minutes, 3 more miserable minutes against a bad team. They're obviously, Milwaukee Bucks are good, but this is a bad Milwaukee Bucks team they brought here today. And they are going to thrash you in your own building. In your own building. Hard for Bedard. Will we all apologize? I'm sick of apology. Like, look, if your opinion's wrong, you don't need to apologize. Like, just admit you're wrong. I don't know, like, if the Raptors win 10 games in a row, I'm not going to apologize. Fred, it's a 3. Let's just say I thought I was done, but evidently they're not. It should not be a full-blown tank. It should not be a full-blown tank. Like, I'm not somebody who thinks you should completely like destroy everything, tear it all down. There's pieces here. You should stick to your core guys like Siakam, like Anunoby, maybe like definitely Barnes. You still have to have faith in him. You still should have faith in him. I think full-blown tanks are not the right way to go about things. That should be a desperation situation. I don't think the situation is desperate. There's a good core in place. There's not the right pieces are not around them. But you got to look for some assets for Fred by the deadline for sure. Like, I don't know. Like, how do you tank with a team that has Pascal Siakam in all NBA level of play? The record, he's not going to get all NBA. We're going to rob him of an all NBA appearance because the team has been so bad. That's going to rob him of his Supermax extension. He's not going to take that very well. He's played well enough to be a Supermax player. Regardless of your opinion on him, the Supermax is a incentive-based reward. He will have hit the incentive if he makes his 3rd All-NBA team. He'll be under the criteria for Supermax. Whether or not you think he deserves it, it's criteria-based. He'll be able to hit, And he knows that going into the season. The Raptors' record will not allow him to make an All-NBA team. That's going to make him a little bit pissed off. It's a big setback, man. This was supposed to be a really big year to step in the right direction. This is bad, man. This is very, very bad. It's gonna be a big. Oh, it's a big summer, man. You need to. I'm just depressed because I'm fully sold on not a full blown tank, but I'm fully sold on a rebuild. Not a rebuild, a retool at this point. I'm done with this season. You know. What can you really do? What can you really do with this team? People saying Siakam is Supermax worthy. The Supermax is strictly, you have to earn it with accolades. If Siakam makes his third All-NBA team, he will have hit the accolades necessary to qualify for a Supermax. It is not opinion-based. Like, sure, you don't have to give it to a guy. But it's not like he will have hit the criteria. He's going to ask for a Supermax because he's made 3. If he makes it, that'll be his third All-NBA team. If he makes his third All-NBA team, he is qualified for a Supermax and is going to ask for it. All-NBA third team isn't impressive. This is crazy. How is that? You are if you're All-NBA third team, you are the third best player in your position in the entire NBA. You are a top 15 player in the NBA. And that's not impressive. It's crazy. Would he request a trade? I don't think he'll request a trade. But he's playing like he's playing at an All-NBA level. And the team has not been built around. I mean, to be quite honest, I'd be a little bit pissed off if he's not better than Mills. Let's not lie. Let's not spread misinformation on purpose. If I was as good as Siakam was and the team had made no effort to build a team around me to fit my needs, I'd be pretty pissed off. He's clearly, like, at this point, you know, you could suggest last season, as good as he was, All-NBA, which apparently isn't impressive to make an All-NBA team. It obviously is very impressive. You know, you could argue he hasn't been at the point where you want to fully commit to building around him. But, you know, I'm Pascal Siakam. I'm scoring 26 points per game. I'm the best player on this team. I'm going to be an all-star. I should be on my third NBA team. I'd be a little bit upset. I'm not enough in this offseason to do anything about it. But, like, in a couple years' time, I can see some frustration for having never put team around him. Put a team around him. Man, if you are actually trying to discredit scoring 26 points per game, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I think so. What's going to happen now for the rest of the stream is that people who have not watched anything are going to come in. They're going to say their bold take. But if you were here the whole stream, you've heard everything I had to say, and we'll go into the post game show where we'll discuss everything. But as far as like chat, like it's just people going to come in saying Fred's a problem, Masai's a problem, Nurse a problem. Reality is probably all three of them. Siakam is the number one option. Who is? Who are you going to get that is? Who are you going to get that is better than 49% from the field, 26 points per game, 7 assists, 8 rebounds? Where are you going to get someone? Where are you going to get better than that? What does that person likely? I mean, you're gonna if you want to say like win a playoff series, number one option, sure. Which. I mean, to be honest, the Raptors have won a series with him as the number one option. Didn't mean he wasn't very good in that series, but they did. What does a player have to do? Because 26.5 points per game on 49% shooting, 34 from 3, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Those are superstar numbers. Like it or not, those are superstar numbers. He's averaging 20, extremely efficient, rounding to the 0.5 up. He's averaging 27, 8, and 7 on very, very efficient shooting. What would a guy have to do? He's also a good defender. Very good defender. There isn't one asset of the game he doesn't have. He's clutch. He was clutch all last season. He's been clutch this season. There's not one asset of the game he doesn't have. He can't win a playoff series if this is the team you put around him. 20 points, 30 points against super numbers. Yeah? Are they? All right, let's read a couple stat lines here. Okay, I'm going to read you a stat line. 26, 11, and 8. (26-11-8) was Jokic's first MVP season. 26. That's not 30. That's far from 30. 25, 26, 11, and 10. That's so impressive. Better than Siakam. It's far from 30 points per game. We need an actual superstar. How are we going to get one? How are you going to get one? You can't just buy one. You can't just get one. Like, I don't understand what your plan is to get one. But he's more efficient. So all of a sudden the goalposts are different. Because my point is not valid, I need to change my argument. Jokic is better than Siakam, but to suggest that you're not a superstar if you don't score 30 a game is downright idiotic. Only way to get a superstar is by drafting. Hate to break it to you, but a lot of teams have tried for a lot of years and won't do it. It's been a long game. The game has gone over 3 hours. Like, usually a stream takes 3 hours, including the post-game show. We've been going for 3 hours and 10 minutes now. Yeah, we're making it close late. I'll give him credit for that. We could have had KD for Scotty Barnes, OG, Fred, and 3 picks and 2 swaps. Yeah, we'd be NBA champion with that. All right. Let's just wrap up this game. Let me do my post-game show. And it's a 5-point game. They're making it flagrant. Will we actually win this game? Might actually win still. Looks like Trent will head to the line. It'll be a flagrant. There are less than... last thing I say, there are less than 15 better players than him in the NBA. Getting one of those 15 is pretty close to impossible. Finding a player as good as Siakam without having a top 1 or 2 pick, close to impossible. More probable, unlikely. How do they put themselves in such a hole, man? Look at the way they're playing. How they put themselves in such a hole here. They're down by like 21 points 2 minutes ago. And we have the ball down 5. This game is like not even over. This game is far from over. And Barnes scores, bro. Barnes has 15 points. He went over his point total. Portis, out of bounds, Raptor ball. Yo, what the fuck is going on? Look, I'm all look the fake comebacks, whatever. This is better than losing by 20. I tell you that. I don't know what to say. I legitimately stopped watching. I almost turned off the game. They're down by 21 with 3 minutes left. They have the ball with a chance to tie now. Like how are we here? Why does it take being down by 20 to actually like dig in and play in a game? Oh my Lord. All right. 25-7 run. It's a 3-point game. There's 14 seconds. The Raptors the ball. Listen, I'm making them hit free throws. Get your 2. If it's open, get your 2. Make them hit free throws. They're in an away arena. Tick their percentages down a bit. It's a clutch situation. Tick it down. And some of these guys, like Giannis, aren't the best free throw shooters. Get your bucket. Make them hit a free throw. Siakam to VanVleet. To Barnes. To Trent. Yeah, somebody's got to shoot. Okay, now you have to take a 3. Trent to tie. Oh my goodness. It's tied. Gary Trent with 0.8 seconds to go. It's tied. What is going on? 97-97. It was over. It was done. I said it was done. It was 91-69, was it? or not, it was a 20+ point game. Gary Trent, ice in his veins, the second biggest shot he's ever hit for Toronto. It's tied. What the fuck, man? I literally, like, the first time all season I've said, all right, this team stinks. This team stinks. We're fucked. The first time. If you watch my streams, the first time all season I've done that. And we come back from 20 down. Connaughton lobbed up. Giannis can't hit. We're going to overtime. All right. What the hell is going on? That's the Kid 101. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Army. What a stream we have here, everybody. It was done. It was over. To me, it felt even as if potentially the season was over tonight. And it was done. You were down 90-69 in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter winding down. And did the Raptors score 16 points in the last minute of this game? Is that what I just heard? They were down 90-69. You scored they down 90-69 against a horrible Milwaukee Bucks team who have all these injuries. You got a 28-7 run to end the game. Was it 97-89? I missed a lot of it. I genuinely was done this game. I hope you can understand my thought process. DXY Infinity, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Barnes was a shadow for 3 quarters, and now he has 15 points. Fred is 8 for 20. Gary's 8 for 20. Barnes, 7 for 16. There some sort of record got broken. I actually was a Grayson Allen 3-pointer away from ending stream. I'm not even kidding. They're up by 21. To be fair, if you hit it, they probably win. They were up by 21 or something along the lines, and Grayson Allen missed a 3. If he had hit it, I would have ended stream. Oh my God. All right. No overtime. Now, don't make it all for nothing. Please find a way to win at this point. Fred for 3, no good. All right, now I care about this game again. That Gary 3, just a horrible play. It turns into that just turned into a crazy shot. I'm so pissed. I literally Oh, Giannis turnover. I literally have not once, I have been so against, saying season's done, throw it away. This team is going nowhere. Literally all season did not do that. Today, I was like, fourth quarter, I was like, all right, I'm with you guys. I'm done with this season. And we might even win this game. Trent for 3. No good. No points in in overtime just yet. 97-97. If you bet the under, you might still lose this. Allen to Portis. Portis spins and puts it in. Barnes. Fred in mid-range. Misses. That's a really good look. Siakam to Trent. Gets the 3 off. I think he got blocked by Giannis, and the rebound goes to Milwaukee. Giannis in full court. Stolen by Siakam, and it's a Raptor basketball fouled by Giannis. What a play on defense by Pascal. He's had a rough night on offense. One of the roughest of the season, and what's been an outstanding season. But he makes a big play there, and that's a foul. That's a correct call. Fred is selling with 28 points and 12 assists. You really have to hate a guy to get mad when he's got 28 points and 12 assists. You really, really do have to hate somebody. It's a foul. I don't know what bro, if they actually overturn this, Giannis lost the ball, grabbed Siakam so he couldn't get the ball. That's a foul. It's the correct call. There's just absolutely no way they overturn this. Clean steal. Giannis grabs him. It's a foul. Adam, do whatever you got to do, man. Unsuccessful challenge. I mean, look. A 5-year-old could have told you that. I'm just so mad that I gave up on the game. Like literally the first time I gave up on the team all season. And they do this. Unbelievable. All right, enough about me. Let's go win a game of basketball, everybody. Down by 2. No points yet for us in overtime. After scoring 28 in the last 3 minutes. They were down 90-69 with 3:13 to go. I think I can be forgiven here. Siakam. Get out of the paint. There you go. Siakam, tough shot. No good. It almost went. Raptors still have not scored in overtime. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like while you're here and enjoying. Consider subscribing for a watch party like this for every Raptors game. And videos on top of that as well. Connaughton to Giannis. Defended by OG. Tough shot for Giannis is no good. Rebound Sam. Push that. Don't let them get set. Trent to Siakam. They slowed down. Siakam going at Lopez. Doesn't go. Wanted a foul. Won't get it. Siakam. Just the one bad night is when other guys are playing well. I think Siakam's 4 for 17. Lopez mid-range. Rims out. 2:23. Are we going to score in overtime? Can we get one overtime bucket? It'll tie it here. If Barnes can find it. With the right. Gets it. Tied at 99. 2:09 to go. How many fans do you think left the building too? There are probably so many fans who left this building. Giannis to Portis. Now Grayson Allen. Allen misses, and it's out of bounds. It'll be a Raptors basketball. All right. 1:51 to go. This is the most confusing game I've ever seen. $99. 1:44 left. Raptors basketball. Here's Siakam. He struggled tonight. Can he be the guy to get the biggest shot of them all? Beyond that Gary one. Scotty Barnes has taken over the game but misses here. Rebound by Antetokounmpo. Giannis to Allen. Blows by VanVleet. Goes for the layup and scores. Defense got to be better there. Has to be better there. Grayson Allen ain't that guy. VanVleet. Raptors need another bucket now. 1:09 to go. Trent to Barnes. Barnes with the right gets it again. Scotty Barnes has taken over this game. He did nothing but cardio for 3 quarters. And now he's at what? Is he at 19? He's at 21 now. He literally did nothing for 3 quarters. Unbelievable scenes. Giannis. Mid-range, no good. Rebound, Trent. Raptors ball. Tie game. Can they steal this one? Trent floater. Off the mark. Wanted the 2 for 1. Got the spot. You know what? It's a good look he can hit in the 2 for 1. Got to get your stop to make it worth it. 10 on the shot clock. Giannis. Pass to Lopez screen. Switches on to Barnes. Kick out to Allen. The biggest shot of the game, and he hits. Ah, man. You know what? It's like, I get you don't want Giannis to beat you, but Fred really didn't need to come over and help there. You know, I'm seeing it from his perspective. If Barnes gets blown by, he's there. You force Giannis into such a difficult pass. I mean, you gamble on stopping Giannis. He makes an incredible pass. Allen hits the shot. 30, 20, and 10 night for Giannis. In hindsight, you obviously don't help there, but in the situation, you'd rather Grayson Allen beat you than Giannis. Like, what are you going to do, man? That stinks. All right, Siakam will inbound. 10.8 seconds. Need a heroic piece of play again. Down 3. Where's Trent? It's going to be Fred for 3. Doesn't go. And there's fouls called, but that's pretty much going to do it. You just saw Gary Trent manufacture a 3-point shot out of nowhere. Like, you just saw Gary Trent hit that shot. Why is the play this time for Fred? You just saw Gary Trent do that and hit it. Why not go back to him? Why go to the cold shooter? It doesn't make any sense. Why is there no play being drawn up to get a better shot than a Fred fadeaway deep contested 3? All viable questions. You did so much here to come back, but why were the first 45 minutes bad enough that you needed to go on a 28-7 run? Why is the last shot being drawn up for your coldest shooter when your hottest shooter, who, by the way, hit the game-tying shot 10 minutes ago, is still there. It's just the individuals, the high-tier individuals of this team are making up so much for the fundamental shortcomings this team has. You know? And it leads to games like this where it's just a glimpse of what we can do, but it's still just not enough. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're still going to win this game. 0.6 seconds, get a steal and chuck it. Maybe you go to double OT. Inbound to Lopez, who tips it up. And the Raptors lose by 3. Look, I mean, sure. You can applaud the way they came back. It's an admirable comeback, but why did you need to go on a 28-7 run in the last 3 minutes? Because you put yourself in such a hole. Why is Fred VanVleet taking the last shot? Why do you shoot so horribly for 45 minutes? It's again, the top tier individual players in this team are just really masking so many of the shortcomings here. That's annoying. You still lost. I mean, look, again, valiant effort, but you lost to a team you really should be beating. That's tough. That's a tough way to... It's better than losing by 20. I'll tell you that. It's better than getting blown out. But you still, you're 16-22 now. You're falling further behind now. You're still off the pace of the league. Okay. That was fun, but still bitter. All right, let's do our post-game show and get me out of here. The Raptors go on a 28-7 run in the last 3 minutes to force overtime, but still cannot get over the line and slip to 16-22. Why are they in such a bad situation against an injury-depleted Bucks team? Why do they need such a heroic effort late? Let's talk about it in tonight's post-game show. This is a very bittersweet feeling right now. I thought the game was dead and buried. I thought the game was over. I thought, like, metaphorically speaking, the season was over. 16-22, down by 21 with 3:13 to go to a Bucks team that does not have Middleton and Holiday specifically. Also does not have Ingles and Hill. Raptors favored by 5. Playing at home, where they're much better. Playing against the Bucks, who have a under 500 record away from home. The Raptors have had multiple opportunities this season to pick the low-hanging fruit. This is low-hanging fruit. You lost the game. A valiant effort. I'm going to applaud it. What an effort to get this game to overtime. What an effort by Trent to hit that game-tying shot at the end of the fourth quarter. But just... we have talent. I've said all throughout the season, we have talent. It's so clear. You saw it on display in this game. But the individual talent at the top tier of this team are masking the fundamental errors within it. And fans are looking to point their finger at a specific thing. It's a whole bunch of things compounding to the struggles this season. Coaching is part of the problem because there's no identity on defense. There's no identity on offense. That's on coaching. A chef is only as good as his ingredients. For Nick Nurse, I think he could be doing better, but the ingredients aren't there. The team is not very good. The front office still has not given us a rim protector. The front office has not given us a crafty playmaking point guard. The front office has not done enough to provide us shooters for this team. That's a problem. Individual players that we have, that the front office has assembled, are not playing up to their abilities this season consistently. It was a much better night from Fred VanVleet. Typically this season, it has not been. It was a horrible 3 quarters from Scotty Barnes. He finished with a crazy stat line, but he had 0 points in the first 40 minutes of this game. So it's not one specific thing. It is a whole mass of things coming together, but it's just so not bad enough because the individuals are just making us look just good enough. Like today, it's just good enough to provide us a glimpse of what this team can be when everything is clicking, but just not enough things are clicking because there are the fundamental issues that, again, this team is possessing. And that's just the way the season has gone so far. And that is the reason we are 16-22. We have lost 10 of our last 13 games. We were 13-12. We've gone 3-10 since that point. Again, I'm very happy with the way they came back. Call it a fake comeback, whatever. I'd rather lose by 3 in overtime than lose by 21. Call it a fake comeback, whatever. This is better than getting blown out. At the end of the day, yes, it's still a loss, but it's still better than getting blown out. It's still showing that people saying this team has no heart, has no fight, locker room issues. Clearly, those things are not the issues. It's the fundamental construction of this team. It's the coaching, and it's the players not playing up to scratch. We had 12 points in the first quarter. 12. We started the game, was it 0 for 15 from the field? These things are just straight up not good enough. Let's go to the box score here. It was such a dramatic turnaround late game that some of these look really good. Like Fred goes 8 for 23 with 28 points. People pointing the finger at Fred for today. Was he at his best? No, but he was the best Raptor player probably throughout this game. 28 points, 12 assists, 8 rebounds. It's hard to give a guy shit for that. I know he shot 8 for 23, but it's really hard to give a guy shit for that. All this praise coming to Gary, who shot just as bad as Fred and didn't do as much as other things. I'm not criticizing either of them. Both crazy performances, and especially Gary late, hitting that three-pointer late. What is confusing, and this is why I talk about these guys first, Gary hit the 3 to tie the game, to go to overtime with 0.8 seconds to go. Gary's been the better player this season. Fred has been cold from 3 all season. Why is the last play in overtime a play drawn up? Not even drawn up, really. The play is get the ball to Fred and pray he hits a shot. Stupid from the coach, from Nurse, to not actually create a play to get a better look than that. First of all. Second of all, if you're gonna just ask a guy to take the ball and shoot a 3, it's gotta be Gary Trent. It's gotta be Gary Trent, the guy that is so much better in shot creation settings than Fred VanVleet, who literally did it to tie the game with under a second to go in the fourth quarter. I can't understand that decision. Further along, Barnes, who started the game by doing cardio for 3 quarters, somehow got 19 points on 9 for 19 shooting because he woke up, got in the paint, and started hitting his shots there. He got aggressive and took over. Full credit to him for doing that. OG could have been better, but 14 points, 9 rebounds, 4 steals. A lot of turnovers. Siakam, you got a bad game from Pascal. He's a guy who started poorly, didn't pick it up. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He's playing like an all-NBA caliber player. I unfortunately have to forgive a bad game like this from time to time. The bench gives you 7 points for a second straight game. They got minutes. They played. It's tough to give more than 12 minutes to Flynn when he gets 0 points. It's tough to play Achua more than 12 when he gets 2. It's tough to give these guys any more minutes. People are saying they're not playing enough. How? How can you play them more when their numbers look like that? Milwaukee, Giannis was out. Giannis is Giannis. He had 8 at half, finished with 30, triple-double with 21 rebounds. Bobby Portis doubles up your entire bench for points. Beauchamp scores 10 off the bench. I'd never even heard of this guy coming to this game. Call me ignorant, whatever. And look, I told you it's a bad Bucks team. They shot 40 and 33. We were just that much worse. 33 to 20. 33% from the field, 20% from three. They had 73 rebounds to our 47. But you forced 28 turnovers like you did in the Suns game. And you only commit 9. You outshoot them 116 to 88. The extra possessions with turnovers made the difference today. But not enough to win the game because, again, of the fundamental misconstruction and the fundamental errors within this team. And it's not just one thing. It is a gross oversimplification from people who do not care enough to just think and use their mind and delve up actual opinions about this team to suggest it's solely on Fred this season. It's solely on this, that, whatever. There is so much wrong with this team. So much is going wrong with this team. It's a lot more than one thing. It's difficult to convince me at this point that you can just up and turn it around. And if you can up and turn it around, you're going to lose your first round pick in the process. And that first round pick might be pretty goddamn valuable this season. So I'm under the impression, you saw the individuals just continued to provide you a glimmer of what this team can be, but with the overall misconstruction around them, you're just not going to churn out enough consistency to win enough games to make any sort of noise this season, it looks like. It's a sad reality. It is a reality that I hate, and it's a reality that I don't want to talk about, but I don't think there really is much choice at this point for the way this season has gone. Oh, my goodness. I need a drink. That was crazy. All right. I got nothing else to say. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure you drop a like. It's the easiest and quickest way to support the channel. Dropping a like helps us end up on some more recommended pages and goes a long way to supporting me in the YouTube algorithm, even though it may seem insignificant to you. Beyond that, if you want to see more Raptors content just like this for every single Raptors game, you got to be subscribed. Join the Amateur Hour Army today. If you're a Raptors fan, you're going to love Amateur Hour. So get subscribed. Thank you again, guys. We'll see you next time for more from Amateur Hour. All right, guys. That was the post-game show. I've said it all. I don't need to go any further. I appreciate the support, as always. Thank you, guys. Sorry if I got in an asshole mood. I did. Sorry I got in an asshole mood. A bad mood from the game and bad mood from just overall. I just think people pointing their fingers at the wrong people. I don't know why I feel the need to try and correct. I want people to see my side of it so bad sometimes, and it takes away from me just trying to convey my thought. And it's more, it should be me trying to convey my opinions rather than me trying to take you off yours sometimes. And sometimes I forget about that and need to do better. But it was a frustrating game. But nonetheless, as always, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting. It's not been a good start to 2023 for the Raptors. It has been for Amateur Hour. The channel has done extremely well in the first 4 days of the new year. And that's all thanks to you guys. So let's keep it going. Let's have a big year. We have a video coming out tomorrow. And we'll also have a stream in a couple days. J Money with the 10 bits on Twitch. Thanks so much to J Money for that. But appreciate you supporting. But that will be the end of today's stream. Video tomorrow. Stream on Friday. Stream video Saturday. Stream Sunday. Loaded week ahead. Get involved with the Amateur Hour.